The more people say that he's about to die, the healthier he gets.
Yeah, it fills his health back up on the video game.
The battery goes back up. He's
It's a chug jug for him.
Every time somebody with purple hair zooms in on a picture of his hand, and it's like, "What's this bruise?" He's like, "You've made me stronger."
Yeah.
Welcome back to Macrodosing. It's Thursday. It's July 16th.
No, you welcome back.
That's why I said,
Yeah.
welcome back.
Yeah. No, you were welcoming them back. No, you welcome you.
Welcome
back,
me back.
Yeah.
It's the homecoming.
Homecoming. Welcome back, brother.
I'm back. It's good to be back. And nothing beats summer break when you were a kid. You guys know that. That was the best time of year.
Yeah.
Today's episode is brought to you by Reese's. Back in the day when you were taking time off from school, you just had all the Reese's you wanted. It was great. No school, no worries in the summertime. But as an adult, as a grown-up, sometimes summer break gets you down. That's a huge bummer. But the good news is you can at least take a break from sad work lunches this summer. With Reese's limited edition cups and the return of Reese's Strawberry PB&J, plus the all-new Reese's Marshmallow Cup. The Marshmallow Cup is elite. Both taste just like your childhood, so grab one before they're gone because they're fleeting, just like your youth. Reese's, the official candy partner of Barstool Sports. Get yours at Hersheyland.com/Reese's. Reese's limited edition cups are out there today, and they're delicious. Welcome back to Macrodosing. It is good to be back. I've missed you guys. We haven't had like a full team show in a long time, and we got a bonus show today too because Dante's here. And I actually shouldn't say full team show because Mad Dog is out today, so it's not the full squad. But we're cycling people in and out this summer. But we're back. Dante's joining us. Dante, it's good to see you.
Thanks for having me, guys.
We didn't know where Dante was when we were starting, and so I went looking around the office for him, and somebody told me he's out back. So I opened up the back door to the office. There he was, shirt off, shoveling gravel. You got a team of what, like 6 people out there?
Yeah, we're hard at work.
Hard at work. So your project is you are beautifying the backyard of the Barstool Sports office right now.
Sure are. It's coming along. Sorry, my voice is. I'm soaked. It's like the hottest day of the year. Picked a bad day to shovel gravel, but sorry for being late.
It's okay.
What are we planning on using that for back there?
Endless possibilities, my friend.
Okay.
Endless.
Whatever you can think of.
We could barbecue out there.
Yep.
What's the square footage? I haven't been back there.
It's about. I mean, it's pretty big, but what we're gonna use is about 35 yards.
By what? Like how wide?
By so it's. I mean, I forget what the math is, but I think it was like 120 by 30. It's 30 feet
yards?
wide. No, it's 30 feet wide.
Okay, got it. Okay.
And it's about 125 long from where we were using.
That sounds like a cricket field to me, or like
a bowling
where the bowler and the batsman
between the bowler and the wicket.
Yeah.
It sounds like we could kick some field goals back there.
That's what somebody said last night on Twitter, and I forgot you guys were in possession of a field goal.
Yeah. I would love to kick some field goals back there.
Might have to.
Get back after it.
You have a goalpost?
There might be a goalpost that's coming in, yeah.
From where?
Don't worry about that.
Is this one of Big Cat's acquisitions?
Yes.
So when we first said that we're getting this office space, we had a no bad ideas meeting. One of my ideas was to get a field goal post, and I was told that was a bad idea at the time. But now we're getting one, so I'm happy that we're getting one. It's just about 2 years too late.
So I'm guessing it's one that's been torn down.
Yes.
By fans?
Not by fans. That would be awesome if it was like,
okay.
You know, the Tennessee ones that they took to the
river.
Dude,
I'm not even kidding. We have the perfect spot for it, and we can easily hang a net behind it.
I agree, easily.
This is like a no-brainer.
And you've got a crew working for you. Are you like the foreman of that crew?
By default, I wasn't trying to be, but no one else really stepped up, and we're not paying any. We're on a shoestring budget, so we have no room for labor outside. So I basically went around and shamed people into helping me work.
Yeah,
because we got to get it done.
I saw who's out there right now. White Sox Dave, Kadick.
White Sox Dave is not out there. He's come out and done a lot of this the last 2 days, hands on the hips. T-Bob is out there.
So he's out there, but he's not out there.
T-Bob is out there in track pants and a Under Armour shirt. He has got to be dying, but he's just grinding it out. I don't think this weather affects him at all. Kadek's out there killing it.
Probably doing the work of 3 men.
Burns, yeah, thank God we have Kadek, and Big Rick was a big help yesterday too, because some of those wheelbarrow loads are so heavy. Those guys handle them well. Ella's out there helping. It's good. It's a good rotation. Nikki just came out, so when people have time, they're coming out and pitching in.
I think Nikki's helping, but Nikki wants the tan. He's looking at this as tanning on the clock. He was working when I went out there, though. I will give him credit for that, absolutely. So, Arian, it's good to be back. I've missed out on a lot of stuff the last couple weeks, and I've missed you guys. How's life going for you? What are you up to?
Pretty much the same, man. I just been I got my kids all summer, and so my boys want to go D1, so I'm showing them the ropes on how to work and getting up in the morning, training them in the afternoon. It's a grind, dog, even on my end. So I've been doing that. Haven't even been golfing that much lately either.
Just doing kid stuff, just working?
Kid stuff, working. Yep.
2 days?
2 days. Yeah, pretty boring. Pretty boring over here, bro.
But is it fun? Like teaching your kid, like, hey, this is how you get there?
Yeah, it's been interesting because I find myself saying a lot of the shit that my dad used to say with me growing up. But a lot of it helped, right? So like, and for the people out there, I think I've said this on the podcast before, but like when you tired and you have to push yourself past that threshold, there's a little voice in your head that tells you to stop, and you start negotiating with yourself. Hey, well, if I just do a little, if I stop here and I'll get it in later on, or I just eat this thing here. There's a voice. Everybody has that voice, and you have to train to tell that voice to shut the fuck up. Like everybody has that voice, and it's so yesterday I'm training my son, and he's kind of slacking off, and I'm like, dog, if this is your dream, this ain't my dream. If you want to do this, there's a way to do this. I said, don't be wasting my time out here. Don't waste your time. You can be having fun in summer, but you chose to grind, so let's fucking grind. And so afterwards, after the workout, I made him do 2 suicides. Oh. You know what a suicide is?
Oh.
Suicide is free throw back, half court back, other free throw back, baseline back. Made him do 2 suicides and then get on the free throw line tired and make 2. And if you miss 2, we do it again. And he missed. And so we did that probably like 10 times, and he dead dog tired. And it wasn't to punish him. It wasn't to punish him. It was to get him tired and to get him to push past the threshold of I can't do this, or I feel sorry for myself. Because a lot of people do that too. When you start working out and you can't breathe and you start feeling sorry for yourself. And there was a point where he did feel sorry for himself. And that's what I told him. I said, hey man, nobody feels sorry for you out here. Get your ass going. Let's go. And once he realized that he can't pour me out of it, feel sorry for me. I was like, I ain't your mama. Like I did this. We gonna do this. We're gonna finish this. And so once he realized that, a gear flipped and he started really hustling, and that's what I wanted to see. And it was good to see that aspect of it. That was fun.
That's really cool. And there's probably also like a small amount of pressure on him when he's hitting those free throws after he's done, because the pressure is you don't want to have to run again. And so the more you run, the more there's something at stake, the more you get conditioned for a real life game situation where there's something at stake, right?
100%. And it's also to when you're in a game. I was telling them this too. I was like, when you're training, you're not just training. You're not just training to get tired. You're training to get at the beginning of the game. Everybody's 100%. Everybody's 100%. And then there's comes a certain time where you're only at your 70% of your capacity. Oxygen levels depleted. You're tired. Fatigue sets in. Yeah. But you're training to make sure that your 70% is better than their 70%, right? And then when you're down to 50%, their 50% is way lower than yours because you've put in so much and you've trained at this level. You pushed yourself past the point of exhaustion to where you're naturally acting. Now your 70% is like their 80 or 90. And once you can see that they start getting it, like my oldest son, I don't have to do that with him because I've already done that with him. Like he's been training with me for a while. And so, they get to that point where they start motherfucking me in their head and stuff. Cause I used to do it. You know what I'm saying? You hate the coach or whatever the case may be, but it's just fun. It's just fun seeing that aspect of it. That has been rewarding.
Yeah. Very cool. That sounds like actually a fun summer.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. And we, the other part, I was in a water balloon fight with my daughter's, tennis practice. That was fun. I took my daughter to tennis practice, and they ended up doing the kids versus the adults. And then we got in a water balloon fight, and my daughter smacked the shit out of me with a water balloon. Snuck up on me.
Yeah.
See, I don't think I could do that because I'm not letting people pelt me with water balloons and you not getting one back.
Yeah.
Like, how old are these kids?
They're like 9.
Yeah,
it didn't
see.
hurt, but my older daughter was there too, 16. She snuck up behind me. I turned around. She said, "Wow!" I said, "Yo." She got me.
Have you guys seen how good kids have it today with these water balloon contraptions?
No.
Remember
yes.
Oh, there's
Yo,
ones that like they
dude.
snap open and close.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Like we
They-
used to have
they-
to stick them around the faucet. Your fingers would be bleeding, and then you had to tie them. They have these things now that hook up to a faucet, and they fill up like 6 at a time, and you just pull them off, and they like automatically seal.
Are you serious?
Like
are those
grenades.
ones that have magnets in them?
Dude, I don't know, but my friend has kids, and they were using them, and I was like, "Are you kidding me? This is the best invention ever."
Yeah, that's crazy. What was the GOAT water toy when you guys were growing up?
Super soaker.
Super
Easily.
soaker.
The slip and slide.
Yes,
Slip
that
and
was
slide?
great too.
Alligator
Slip and
Alley.
slide.
Was that the name of the one?
Yeah, that was the. I remember the alligator joint.
Yeah.
What's that?
It was like a slip and slide, but you went through an alligator.
It had
pretty
like
much.
it had like a thing that you went through that
Nice.
like stuck up over it.
The Super Soaker. I think was it the 50? I feel like the Super Soaker 50 changed the game because they
For
also
sure.
had like the little handgun Super Soakers.
Yep.
But yeah, credit to the people that invented those because for a long time, like
Did you ever see the guy? Badass.
the guy that invented Super
Yeah.
Soaker. No,
Look
because
him up right now.
all I know is that for a long time
He's like a
you just had water guns.
scientist. Like,
a water scientist.
Lonnie Johnson.
yeah, Lonnie. That was his name. I couldn't remember his name.
Aerospace engineer and former NASA scientist
Yeah.
who holds over 100 patents.
Badass.
He created the famous water gun in 1982 while working on an environmentally friendly heat pump.
He was formerly employed at the U.S. Air Force and NASA, where he worked at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory.
Wait, he created the Nerf blaster too.
Yeah, he's a stud.
Dude,
Black guy, Arian. You like him.
Yeah, I was already aware.
he worked on the stealth bomber program, and then he was like, "Fuck it, we're gonna do Super Soakers."
Right?
That's
Isn't that
awesome.
nuts?
Yeah, good for this guy. He really changed so many childhoods.
Oh, dude. So many.
Good for him. All right, shout out Shout out Lonnie.
Johnson.
well LJ.
He's worked on the two extremes of the firearm industry.
Yeah,
He's worked on like tanks and jet, like fighter jets,
yeah.
and then also the Super Soaker.
Also, how it's because ultimately you're trying to do the same thing, like make something go faster and more accurately.
Yeah.
And whether that's a Hellfire missile or just like lukewarm tap water, the same principles are at play.
Stating that he always liked to tinker with things, Johnson earned the nickname the Professor from kids in the neighborhood who would assist him with his creations. He once tore up his sister's baby doll to see what made her eyes close.
Okay.
On another occasion, Johnson and the neighborhood kids made a go-kart with a motor Johnson built by himself out of metal from the local junkyard.
Okay, shout out that guy. I have
Sounds like Data from the Goonies.
yeah, I dabbled in that this past weekend. If you want to know how I spent my last weekend,
I heard there was a go-kart
not a
situation.
go-kart, a golf cart.
Golf
A
cart.
golf cart. You've heard about the golf cart situation?
I just heard that Pat showed up
Yeah.
at your house on Saturday saying he'd be there for a couple hours, and he didn't return home for like 36 hours.
Yeah.
Sunday.
So I've come into possession of a golf cart, which I'm very happy with. Love driving it around. It's a big cart. It's like a 6-seater, and it's got I think 6 different batteries that are in it. And so I've been driving this around, and my good friend Pat the Beeve hit me up. He was like, "We should soup that thing up," and I was like, "Yeah, absolutely, we should." Because sometimes I'll be cruising around if we got a lot of people in there and like families and stuff taking a little drive around. If you go uphill, it just like starts to die out. It dies down to like 8-9 miles an hour, which it feels like you're at a crawl. So I was like, "Yeah, dude, that's a good idea. Let's soup this thing up. Let's see what we can do." So Pat hits me up and he's like, "Okay, I've just ordered 3 things. I got you a lithium battery, I got you a heavy duty solenoid, and a heavy duty controller for the motor." I have no fucking idea.
I was going to say,
any
what do
of this
these
shit
all
is.
do to boost it?
Well, I've recently over the past week been watching a lot of YouTube videos about how it works. So the lithium battery is self-explanatory. It gives you more power, and then the solenoid, you have to have a heavy-duty solenoid to run the current through if you're going to have a lithium battery pushing that much more current through.
Got it.
I'm probably screwing if you're an electrical engineering student or an electrician, you're hearing me talk right now, and you're like, get this fucking guy off the radio because he has no idea what he's talking about. Valid, completely valid point on your part. But this is kind of what I think that I've learned.
Okay.
So the current goes through the solenoid, and then it comes out of the solenoid, still running positive current, and it goes into the controller for the motor. I have no fucking idea what the controller for the motor does besides you put the current into it, and then you split that out to the dashboard where you get the the running lights for it. You get some of the sounds that come out of it when you put it into reverse, et cetera, et cetera. And then the rest of the current goes into the actual motor that turns the wheels. That's my general understanding. So the beef shows up at my place, I'm going to say 2:30 on Saturday. We get out in the garage, start working on shit, got the golf cart up on jacks. And about 1:30 a.m. we go to sleep after we've like ripped the entire thing apart, took all the seats off, undid all the mats, like unscrewed everything to get access to like the wiring and the battery cavity and installed all that shit. Wake up in the morning, try to rewire the controller for the motor and figure out how the 12-volt battery power supplies work, all this shit. Anyways, long story short, Sunday afternoon comes by, and now I've got a golf cart that doesn't run.
Oh, no.
in my garage.
What would you...
So I had to raise my hand, and I said, I need an adult to come to my house to fix. So I called a golf cart repair company, and they towed away my golf cart on Monday. And it's currently at the repair shop right now. And they're trying to figure out what we did. I think that we did most things correct, but there's probably some wires that we mixed up here or there that we have no idea what they're doing. It got to the point where we were actually soldering shit. We had like a soldering iron going, and we were connecting wires. And
Oh, no.
I have no idea at all what I'm doing with this stuff. Pat, I think he's done more of the do-it-yourself stuff than I have. So he was like doing most of the soldering and all that. I was just trying to learn and try to like help out where I could. So yeah, basically all I got to show for the weekend is an extremely sore back. I have no idea, by the way, how mechanics do it into their like 40s and 50s. You gotta be like bending over the entire time, lifting shit up.
That's all I've been thinking the backyard for 2 days. I'm like, people who do this every day are fucking warriors.
The landscapers, yeah.
I don't know. I'm like fucking in shambles after one day.
Dude, we're
They're out there
bloggers.
every day.
Okay?
So before you broke your golf cart,
Yeah.
what would you...
I didn't break it, Big T. I'm improving it. It's
I understand.
in the process of being improved.
What would you value an hour of your time at? Monetarily.
I was thinking about that because on a weekend, maybe that time dips down a little bit. Because that's me time. That's free time. I was probably that day I was either going to like hang out outdoors doing something, maybe playing some golf, maybe taking the golf cart for a ride. Maybe
my point was
maybe going to the lake. I don't know.
There's got to be somebody out there who
that's part of Chicago is you can just go to the beach and chill. I might have done that.
I keep hearing that.
Yeah.
There's got to be somebody that could have done what you were looking for probably not that expensive relative to what you're now spending just to get it back to the point you had it in the first place.
That's true, Big T, but that's spoken like a man that doesn't understand the joy of working on.
No, that's true.
With your boy.
With your-
camaraderie.
That is true.
In a garage.
That's not something I would like doing.
The camaraderie you can't put a price on that.
That's absolutely true. We had all these tool sets and ratchets out. It was
the worst version of
impact
myself.
drivers.
And now you have a
when I'm
story that you can
assembling
tell for
things.
40 years.
That's true.
Hey, remember the time we fucked up and bricked our
Yeah.
golf cart?
Yeah. It doesn't even really look like a golf cart right now. It's just
So is it costing you more now?
yeah, well, yeah, I'm going to have to pay for the the people that
you
are
wouldn't have had to pay for any repairs before this.
before the golf cart was running. I don't want to say it was running perfectly
Okay,
fine. It was
okay.
if I'm being completely honest with myself and with you and my listeners, which I am, it was running perfectly fine.
Okay.
I had a perfectly fine golf cart.
What was the top speed?
As of noon on Saturday, top speed, like if I'm going down a hill or if I'm like, we're talking on flat ground.
Just top speed.
Flat ground, I would say probably 18 miles an hour.
Okay.
19. Not so. By the way, you said that. You get it.
What could
You
have,
get it. You
what could
understand.
you have gotten it up to?
We're looking at a kit that would probably bring it closer to 28, 30.
Oh, Big T would hate that, no?
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Yeah.
do golf carts,
Yeah.
but yeah, if you're a golf cart guy, I can see how that would be appealing.
Just when you're driving it around and you're going up a hill and there is a point where you're thinking to yourself, I could get out and maybe walk just as fast as this if it's going 8 miles an hour, which is not true, by the way. I'd have to be running. But I don't know. We just wanted to upgrade something. We wanted to get our knuckles dirty, get some grease under our fingernails. Mission accomplished on all those things. Got to use a bunch of cool tools. So I do feel like I learned something from doing it, even though I don't think I completely learned it.
Do you think you'd try it again?
I could definitely. Okay, there are parts that I can do. But doing all three was ambitious. The solenoid, the controller, and the lithium battery.
Totally.
And the rewiring of the entire dashboard and the rewiring of some other stuff. That was way too ambitious.
Now, once
like if you had said just replace the controller, probably could have done that. Just replace the solenoid, probably could have done that. Just take the batteries out and drop a lithium in there, probably could have done that, no problem at all.
I think if you're pulling wires and reinserting them, that's one thing. When you break out the soldering iron, that's when I'm like, that's fucking complicated. Yeah. That would have been the point where I'm like, I can't do this.
So once you get it back to normal condition, are you going to try to soup it up again?
No, I'm hoping that I get it back with the souped up stuff.
Oh,
completed.
so they're doing what you were going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have all the parts installed.
Got it.
But there's some wires that are connecting some things right now that for whatever reason aren't talking to each other. So they're going to figure out.
Literally got some wires crossed.
We literally have some wires
Which
crossed.
is possible. The wires might not be able to handle the souped up current.
Well, yeah, I guess that's probably a possibility. I don't know. I'm waiting for the adults to tell me what I did wrong. I'm sure there are a lot of things, but it was fun. But yeah, the net, as Erica Nardini would put it, is on Saturday at noon. I had a fully functional golf cart, and Sunday at noon I had a giant brick. It was like it might as well be the Flintstones car, except much heavier, and you can't pedal it with your feet.
You've had some bad luck with vehicles.
No, I mean this one is completely. Actually, I guess they're all kind of self-inflicted.
Well, not the what's it called? The red one.
Oh, the El Camino?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah. But I've also, by the way, getting that out of the shop.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're going to be good to go. We're going to be.
Well, I missed that. What was wrong with that one?
There's just been a lot of stuff over the last couple of years that have gone wrong. So I found a really good mechanic, one that I can trust. I know that because his name is Tiny. And if you find you find a mechanic named Tiny, you hold on to that person.
Is he fat?
I don't want to comment on anything like that regarding Tiny. I would say this. He must eat really well because I'm paying him a shitload of money to fix this car up. So I hope he's fat. When I found out his name was Tiny and then I saw how much he charged by the hour, I was like, this guy is going to be the best mechanic I've ever seen in my entire life. So he's just fixing. We're getting everything sorted out on it and then should be good to go. I might even pick it up on Friday. We'll see. I'm excited.
Did you buy that last year or 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Man. So the summer car of 2024 might be good to go for fall of 26.
Okay, so people have selective memories and they don't remember that last summer I drove it every single day and it worked every single day until the very last day when I was bringing it into the office to park it in the garage for the wintertime. And after I'd said it started every single morning, that was the one time that it didn't start. I jinxed it.
I think you drove me that last year.
Yeah, it worked all summer last year. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing. But now we had to fix all the brakes were messed up on it. It was a long process that I won't bore you with, but it should be good to go as of I think maybe as of Friday. I'm a little bit delusional sometimes in terms of what I think that I can do. But even with the golf cart stuff, I knew that I was in way. Like the second we cracked that open, I was like, all right, I'm going to need you to take the lead on this one.
Challenge, man. Challenges are good.
Yeah. I've never been mechanically inclined in my entire life. So at least I'm learning something. Speaking of being delusional, did you guys see the poll that came out from YouGov about the World Cup and penalty kicks?
Yeah, I think 20% of Americans said they could make one.
19% of U.S. adults believe they could make a penalty kick in the World Cup.
That's lower than I would have guessed.
41% of 18 to 29-year-old men said yes. You know what? I actually think you're right, Big T.
Yeah, I don't think that's that crazy.
18 to 29-year-old men, I would expect like 70% of them to be like, yeah, fuck it, I could do that.
Yeah.
They'd be wrong, but I would expect more of them to think that. 41% of 18 to 29-year-old men said yes. I think that if you've played soccer before, like past the age of, call it 15, you definitely could make one.
Probably.
But the goalies are really good. It actually would make a difference if the goalie knew how bad you were at soccer, or if the goalie was preparing to stop the penalty kick the same way that he would stop one against a professional team in the World Cup.
Correct, because they're not going to be diving. They're not picking a side against somebody that they know sucks.
Right.
They're going to read and react.
And I'd say for most people, they're not going to be able to kick the ball hard enough to get it past them.
Yeah, like you couldn't go down the middle.
No.
You could, and in order to generate the power that you would need to get it past them, you're sacrificing a ton of accuracy.
Yep. And I would imagine that 75% of people, if they're right-footed, they would kick the ball to their left.
Oh no!
Like
I think
across your
they'd
body.
open up.
You think they'd open up?
Yeah.
That's very easy for a goalie to read if you open up like that, if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, but they don't know that. I think
That's
that's the more natural. If you're right-footed, kicking to your right is more natural.
You think so? Where would you go, Arian?
Maybe not. Now that.
Because on the follow through, you're like,
Yeah, I think it's natural to
Yeah, I guess so.
to kick to the left.
Actually, I have a question about this. When you doing the soccer, I've seen a lot of like people make fun of it and shit. But like the delay, like almost like the hezi that they're giving them, that's legal, I assume. Right?
It is. I hate it. I think it's some cowardly bullshit.
Agreed. And didn't that used to be illegal?
I think the rule has always been you have to be moving towards the ball.
Yeah.
And so if you can like slow down.
But
as
they
you're getting
really push it
They
now.
stutter
Yeah.
like so much.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
The kicker has all the advantage in a penalty kick situation. They don't need to be playing like these little gotcha games with the goalie. The goalie, it's basically impossible to stop a penalty kick. It's a miracle that it ever happens because now they're also starting to officiate the rule about the goalie not coming off the line. So like they watch that shit and they will go back and review and be like, you got to get back on the line, dude. You can't get off the line before the ball's kicked. Whereas back in like, the 2000s, you'd see goalies jumping out 3-4 yards sometimes to try to cut the angle down before the shot was even taken. But yeah, it should be the easiest thing for the attacker. Just step up and kick the fucking ball.
All right.
None of this chicken shit stutter.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it, but I would probably do the hezi too. Yeah.
I asked that to Greg Berhalter, who was the last coach of the U.S. national team, and now he's the coach of the Chicago Fire in the MLS. And he said he loves the stutter because he said it throws the goalie off with the timing. But just every time I watch it, it seems to throw the penalty takers off. Like, because they lose their momentum, and then they're just kind of kicking flat-footed, and they don't get as much on it. I hate it.
I feel you that.
You guys want to know my favorite penalty of all time?
Give me a year.
Okay, 1994.
So it's from the World Cup.
It is.
Don't say Baggio.
I won't. I was thinking about saying Baggio. When we talk about people that miss high, because we've seen some bad, like that guy from Germany basically hit the lighthouse in Foxborough, or excuse me, Boston Stadium.
Yeah, but that wasn't his fault. The whole team refused to take one.
Right, but if you watch that was nowhere near as bad as Baggio's miss in the it was the fifth frame.
It was bad
against Brazil to stay alive in the World Cup final, and he sent that thing that it probably hasn't landed yet. That fucker went so high. But it's that same World Cup. It's the opening ceremony of that World Cup. Diana Ross is singing. She's doing like a whole performance on the field. And then they have this setup where she runs over to the side and she walks up to a ball and she's supposed to kick it straight into a goal that's right in front of her. And they have the goal rigged with some sort of pyrotechnic, and it's going to fall apart and fireworks are going to go off when the ball goes in. And she goes up to the ball. She kicks it. It goes like 15 feet wide left. And they still do the pyrotechnics, and the goal like breaks apart and falls down.
I need to see
in front of her. Look it up. Have you seen that, Big T?
No. I don't know that I could point Diana Ross out.
Come on. The
That's wild.
Supremes, man.
What stadium is this?
I don't know, maybe the Rose Bowl?
Well, it's not.
Maybe
It's
Dallas? Is that the Cotton Bowl?
It could be.
That might be the Cotton Bowl. Crazy to think that we used to have outdoor sports played in Texas like that all the time.
Yeah, what? Rangers are inside. Astros are inside if they need to be.
Mm-hmm. Same with the
Cowboys
the
and Texans.
Texans have a closable roof, right?
Yeah.
Retractable.
Are there no more outdoor stadiums in Texas?
Oh, no. Darrell K. Royal.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
college.
UT plays outdoors.
I think all the colleges do.
Yeah.
Except for UTSA.
That's right. Yeah.
But yeah, no professional outdoor stadiums.
Yep. The owners like their domes. They love the domes.
I'll tell. I mean, I love a dome.
Do you?
I love a nice dome.
You don't like outdoor sports?
I love baseball outdoors.
Yeah.
I don't want baseball to be inside. Other than that, play the football inside. That's fine.
You like Kurt Warner? You don't like the elements? You don't like
No,
a little bit of rain, a little bit of snow?
no, I sure don't.
No
I
wind?
like natural turf.
Yeah.
I'm a natural turf guy. I agree about the weather and the elements. Could take them, leave them, but I hate AstroTurf.
What kind of turf are we putting down in the backyard?
Real grass.
Sod?
Sod.
Love it.
Sod mulch. And when the Boise State turf comes and you guys replace the turf that's in, what's it called? We're going to put that under the train tracks.
Oh, love that.
We're going to swap that green stuff out.
Love that. Arian, did you see how quickly the stadiums moved to take out the natural grass after the World Cup games were over?
Is this unbelievable?
It was like the day after. The day after all the Boston games were done. Robert Kraft had that shit. You get that shit out of
The
here.
season's coming. We got to get the turf back out there.
Oh, by the way, I was in Providence, Rhode Island the other day. Weird town. Really enjoyed. Actually, Dante. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and lecture you about what a weird town Providence is.
Oh yeah.
But we played a show in Pawtucket. I've learned to say Pawtucket instead of Pawtucket. People are very, very adamant about that. Had a great time. Blast seeing everybody out there. Providence is just a weird city. They had the
whole
fan
state.
fest.
Rhode Island as a state is very weird.
It is. Like we did maybe the most 40-year-old thing possible when we got there. Me and the Beeve went out and took a walking tour of the state capitol.
It's great.
Because it was right next to the hotel. So we just decided to walk in and see what's going on in the people's house. And there was nobody there. And there was one guy working security who was talking on the phone with somebody. Now, I don't want to give anybody any bad idea. It was just shockingly lax security at the state house. So we walked in and we looked at the charter for the state of Rhode Island. Basically, it was saying this was a state that was founded on 100% religious liberty. The government should never be able to tell you anything about your religion whatsoever. I need to know the freaky shit that they were doing where they were like, we got to get our own state. Because they talked about it over and over, which is a great thing. I guess like the government should not be involved in matters regarding your religious choices, but they were adamant about it. And I need to know what the real reason behind that was. Like what were they? That wasn't the Puritans, was it? Because I don't know. I need to go back to school, I guess.
That's great.
So yeah, we saw that. Saw some people smoking crack on the steps of the Capitol.
Nice.
That was pretty cool. But they had the fan fest there for Portugal because it's the closest city to Foxborough. I guess by driving, you could get there maybe as a crow flies faster from Boston.
Yeah.
But with traffic, I think a lot of people, if they're going to a Patriots game, they might stay in Providence.
There's a lot of Portuguese, Brazilians in that area.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like Fall River, that area, like southeastern Mass, North Rhode Island. Yeah, there's a lot of big contingent over there.
I was not aware of that.
So that makes sense, yeah.
I went to the fan fest, and it was a very sad fan fest because all those teams are obviously gone. Like Portugal's gone, and most of the teams that people came to Boston to see, those people have packed up going home. So it was just like a ghost town of a FIFA fan fest taking place outside.
Can I tell you, I went to Boston right after the Scots left.
Mm-hmm.
They left such a mark on that city. I mean, everyone saw the videos and everything. So they extended the drinking hours for the World Cup,
mm-hmm.
An extra hour. So everyone gets to stay open until 3 a.m. now. which is crazy for Boston because they're so strict when it comes to closing times. Like I think up until a few years ago, you couldn't buy alcohol on Sunday there until they repealed that.
Can't in Texas.
Really?
I think a lot of states in the South you can.
So so Massachusetts was like that for a while. So anyways, it went so well. The bars did so well. There was not zero, but there was minimal issues with like nuisance, crime, anything like that. That the Chamber of Commerce's are now lobbying the mayor to make that permanent, and the mayor's actually considering it. Like they might make that a permanent thing now, which 10 years ago you'd be if someone said that, you'd think they were out of their mind. But yeah, Scots killed it.
They had a great time. They I mean all the people that traveled here seemed to have an excellent time, especially Freddie LA7.
Isn't it? Are you shocked? I'm shocked by all that.
Are you still blocked?
Still blocked by Freddie.
Wow.
Yeah, what'd you do?
I don't know.
He had a great tweet about how much he loved Tennessee today and how great the people are.
Damn, I can't get access to that content.
Is he real?
Yeah,
I think so.
Freddie's
yes. Real. There was a big push that he might be a psyop at one point,
Yeah.
but I think he was just some people were mad that I guess he'd been to the United States before.
Yeah.
So people got mad about that, even though he, to the best of my knowledge, he never said, this is the first time I've ever been here. I think a lot of the places he'd been, it was the first time he'd gone there.
Yeah.
Like when he went to Auburn and was like, what the hell is this? It's one of those things where nothing can be pure anymore. Like we can just never have anything that everyone likes.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got to, but whatever.
Yeah.
I'm glad he came back for a little bit, a nice little a cap.
So I did not realize that that Freddie had taken on some sort of political connotation. I don't think he actually has. I think people have just assigned whatever. If you like Freddie, then Freddie is a stand-in representative of your personal political beliefs.
Sonic the Hedgehog agrees with my politics. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So so some people, I was like, Freddie blocked me, and they go, that's because you're a lib. And I was like, well, first of all, I would dispute that characterization. Second of all, what the fuck does Freddie LA7 have to do with being conservative or liberal?
He
I don't know.
lives in Germany.
Yeah, he lives in Germany. It's a German guy that came over to the United States, and he's having a good time. I don't know. I might have missed something. So there must have been something that people latched on to. Actually, you know what? I think I know what it might be. If I know
country music?
If I know the internet, I think I know what it might be. So there was a day when people dug up Freddie's old tweets, which is loser behavior, if you're digging up his old tweets and going through those. And he had something in there about why am I not allowed to sing all the words in a rap song? From 2014 or 2013, which is a very funny thing for somebody to pull up and be like, gotcha, Freddie's a bad guy. I think maybe because it was the most annoying people on the internet that pulled that up to try to do something to Freddie, then everybody was like, if you don't like Freddie, you're a woke lib.
Got it.
I think that might be what it is. Listen, I have no problem with Freddie's politics, whatever they are or
people
are not.
People got way too much time on their hands, man.
I agree with that. But yeah, so Godspeed, Freddie. We're going to have maybe some more time on our hands, Dante.
Why?
In the afternoons. Daylight savings time.
Nice
I
segue.
heard. Is this happening?
Nice segue.
I don't think it is because it only passed the House, right?
There's one senator, I forget, he's a Republican, but he said he's going to block it. He's going to make
Why?
sure it doesn't happen.
Well, so it's one of those things where every year when the clocks change, we think to ourselves, why do we do this? This sucks? Because guess what? Wintertime sucks. Okay, wintertime's always going to suck. And clock changes are kind of confusing. There is kind of a reason why we do it. We didn't just decide to start doing it because it sounds like fun to fuck up everybody's wintertime. There are going to be some sunrise. If this change goes into effect, there will be some places in the United States that the sun won't rise until 9:30 in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah. And a place that people live, not
Yeah.
there's going to be a place in North Dakota where it's not going to rise until 10 a.m. or later, like up really close to
That's
Canada.
crazy.
But there's like places like Michigan and looks like most of Indiana where the sun would rise at the latest at sometime between 9:30 and 10 a.m. in the morning. That would suck. And also we have tried doing this before, and a lot of kids died because they were like walking to school and it was dark outside.
You know what I'm saying? These
Yeah.
kids at the bus stop, pitch black. It's not a good idea.
That part is not a good idea at all. Then I heard some people saying, why don't we just make it like standard time instead of daylight savings time? I don't know. I don't know. I agree that changing the clocks is annoying, but I don't.
It's really not that big of an inconvenience, is it?
It's not, with the exception of oven and microwave. I just leave mine out of sync for half the year. I'm not messing with all that. It's
No,
out of
you
sync.
don't.
I swear. I'll take a picture when I get home.
I
One's an
can't
hour
tell you the
ahead.
last time somebody's like, "What time is it?" and I check the microwave.
Well, you know, it's just as I'm passing by, get a
Fair
glimpse.
enough.
Big T.
Fair enough.
I used to do that too.
Yeah, I'm not changing that.
It messes me up.
The car, I hate too. I hate doing the car.
Yep, the car. I used to never change the car, and people would get in. I'd be like, nope, don't worry about that. We fell back. We fell back, but this clock stays the same.
I love that.
Yep. And then after you get that's that day when springtime rolls around
Yeah.
and the clocks go back and you made it that entire time without changing it,
That's got to be a good feeling.
it is the best feeling.
I never thought of that.
You feel like you accomplished something that
I
day.
never thought of that. That's
And
probably a good feeling.
especially if you made it through that entire time without like ever being late for anything or getting confused by your clock, just knowing,
It's pretty good.
yeah, it does make it all worthwhile.
I have a question. I feel like this is the show that I can actually ask it. How do people who think the earth is flat get around the whole
GPS.
hour? No.
Oh.
Like, we're talking about, we have longer hours of sunlight in the summertime, fewer in the wintertime.
Yeah.
How do they explain that whole thing? Like, wouldn't it just wouldn't it just be constant?
I'm a flat Earth expert.
Okay.
Not in that I believe in that stupid shit,
Yeah.
but that I for some reason just enjoy watching content about flat earthers. It's so fascinating. Like, I don't know. So the problem with the flat earthers, it's like they don't have a one model. So they're not in agreement on the other model, which should be a telltale sign to
Right.
them, but for some reason it's not. But they don't have any kind of model, and that question I've never seen them answer. They always duck the 24-hour sun one. I think it's in, where is it at?
Scandinavia
North Pole,
somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a spot where there's always a sun in a certain time of year. They say that's fake or it's doctored, or people are lying. Everybody's in on it. But yeah, that's their problem. They don't have one model that can explain everything, or else more people will believe it. But
Convenient.
they are fascinating to me. It's like watching a car crash. Can't look away. I love watching flat earthers.
My buddy he's so excited that these billionaires have these rockets going up to space, because he's like, we got to pool our money together and get a flat earther on one of these and have them go up and just record their reaction.
We
Did
had
they-
one on
One of
this
them changed their
podcast.
mind.
I think they did
There's
that.
There was a dude named Jeranism. Jeranism had a flat earth YouTube channel, and he was on the Netflix documentary.
Mhm.
And at the end, they did that experiment with the light, where there's like they put two I don't know, like boards, and they concluded like if a dude holds a light and they can't see it, then the earth would be curved, because if he held it up above his head, then they could see it. That would apply the curvature to it. They did it, and that's exactly what happened. And he goes, interesting. But even after that, he was still like, he was just trying to prove it wrong. And then finally, they took him to the 24-hour sun. There was a dude who's actually a young Earth creationist. That's actually an interesting story as well. But he's a young Earth creationist, and he was like, I'll give X amount of dollars to this, and I'm gonna take flat earthers over there. I'm gonna take you guys. And nobody wanted to do it. And there's this one dude that did, and that changed his mind. And now he's like, they all call him a shill now. They got to him. He's a sellout. All that stuff.
got to him.
Yeah, shout out to him though. He actually was presented with evidence and changed his mind. That's a sign of
Agreed.
Yeah.
yeah.
But now they turned on him and they're like, you can't be trusted at all. If you take any money from somebody, if you have a job, they're like, you're compromised.
Compromise.
But yeah, this I don't think it's going to pass. So there's one guy in the Senate that says that he's not going to do it. Big T.
Yeah, you'd recognize him. I'm blanking on his name, but
why is he so opposed? Not that I'm like for or against it. I'm just wondering why he is like staking his flag.
I'm not sure.
I think that it's one of those things that it sounds so simple to say, like, let's stop changing our clocks. But then you dive,
Tom
you start
Cotton.
to learn more about it. Oh, Tom Cotton, okay.
So it was big for the farmers back in the day, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Because they needed to get them as much sunlight as possible for their crops.
And I think maybe war, too. War had something to do with it. I'm not an expert, as you can tell.
So maybe, is he from a big farming state?
Arkansas.
He's from Arkansas, so that's kind of, yeah.
He posted a graphic. The sun would rise at dangerously late hours in many of our states under permanent daylight savings time. And it's showing 8:44, 8:56, 9:20. 9:20 is in South Dakota, though. Nobody lives there.
That is late.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I mean, we get some darkness creeping in at about 3:45 p.m. here in January. So
I know, isn't it so freaking miserable?
Yeah, it's terrible.
So what would permanent standard time look like? It looks like winter sunsets. The sun would set in Chicago at about 4:15.
That's what it does now.
Pretty much, it feels like it. I don't know. I'm going to abstain from giving my official recommendation, although it does seem like I'm in favor of whichever has less kids die. I'm pro kids not dying.
Wait, but so permanent standard time here would mean the early sunsets in the winter.
Yeah.
But also that they would be earlier in the summer too, right?
Yeah.
And that the sun would be rising at 4:30 in the morning.
Yes, that sucks too.
Yeah, no, I'm out on that.
Is it possible that we've actually figured out the best way to do clocks and it just kind of sucks?
If I had to choose, I would go the way it goes right now, then permanent daylight, and then way below that is permanent standard.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible.
When you don't get any afternoon sun at all.
Yeah, I'm out on that. Permanent daylight time you could talk me into. I don't particularly care.
I feel like I'm kind of on the side of changing the clocks. I think we figured it out. And let's not if it ain't broke, don't fix it. How about that?
Well, some would argue it's broke.
So what's broke about it? I'm willing to listen to all sides.
I think people hate the winter sunsetting too early.
Yep, agreed. That sucks.
Yeah, I think that would be the argument.
But isn't that just because how the universe works right now?
It is kind of like it has.
Yeah, but you could mitigate it if you went to permanent daylight savings time.
There's like literally less sun in the winter, isn't there?
Yes, it would still be earlier than it is in the summer, but it would be an hour later than it is now.
Big T, you also included something that had not made its way across my desk.
What's that?
In the sheet. Helen Compratore, the widow of Corey Compratore, who was killed in Butler, gave an interview, and she said, "I believe it was an inside job."
Yep,
that's what she said.
Very interesting.
That's crazy.
That's why we had to have Dante on today.
I do feel bad all the time because nobody ever talks about her husband died. Her husband got shot in the head and died, and it's very, very sad.
Yeah,
but no one ever really talks about that side of it.
What is fascinating about her comments, and that's terrible what happened, is that is always the argument against people saying it was an inside job, right? Is you moron, a guy got shot and killed,
right?
Who had nothing to do with it,
right?
But now that guy's wife says it was an inside job.
Yeah, does she have any reason to believe, or is she just frustrated? She might be frustrated like the rest of us that we haven't found out more.
Yeah,
that's probably part of it.
I think it's probably connecting the dots between the kid in the commercial, his house having no silverware in it, his computers being scrubbed, everything. Just there's no footprint whatsoever. It's just not. They don't even try anymore, dude. It's just a joke.
It does feel like the official reports that we've gotten on it have really not answered any questions whatsoever. They didn't address anything about like his online presence.
No, it's a joke.
I know Tucker said that he got some access. He got tipped off to his old YouTube account with some of the comments that he made, where he seemed like he was kind of all over the map ideologically, not well, but at times very anti-immigrant, at times anti-Trump, at times like kind of just bounced around a little bit. But there were only like 4 comments that you can even point to.
The fascinating thing is I think there are people on the extremes of both sides who say it was an inside job.
Yeah.
There are those on the right who say it was an inside job, the government was trying to kill Trump, which I think is what she was saying.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are those on the left who say it was an inside job to nick Trump's ear, and then he gets up so he can have a great photo shoot, and then that's it.
Which you have to admit was very, very weird. Like,
I think
weird.
the official explanation was the Secret Service got word in their ear that they shot the guy. They got him. He's down. So they didn't have to like rush him off, which I still think is odd, but
yeah, because in that scenario, you have no idea if there's another shooter.
Right.
If the one person that they got
which
was there.
there definitely was, because there were eyewitnesses that said it came from the water tower, not from the roof.
Oh, you think there was a second?
There's multiple people who heard, saw, gave these reports. None of that gets any attention. This is what I'm saying. It's just like laughable at this point how these official narratives that get pushed it's just propaganda.
Okay, so tell me this, because I'm willing to. I'm interested. So someone other than the Thomas Crooks shot Trump from a water tower, you're saying?
I think also there another huge red flag. Why was this kid going to a CIA gun range, or a gun range where FBI and CIA agents like practice at?
I think I know nothing about
That
this
makes
particular case, but you do have sometimes like people that are FBI agents that train at gun ranges that are open to the public sometimes.
Yeah, just weird though. Like, I don't know, Big T. I thought people yelling that were out of their mind at first, because I was like, why would you risk somebody dying for a photo op? If somebody did die. But things that have happened since, like the totally staged White House attempted assassination, like, come on, what are we like doing at this point?
What was that again? The White House one?
The dinner, the correspondence dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Which you completely forgot about it.
Well, that was
right?
at the White. It was a
To be
White
fair,
House correspondence
it's not
dinner,
the White House.
but it was at the hotel, the Water,
at the
Watergate,
hotel.
right?
Yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah.
Or some other hotel nearby. Because there was also the one that Cash said at the UFC fight that they foiled
The
a plot.
drones. Yeah.
That was going to be like a drone attack. I have no idea how advanced. It sounds like maybe not. Listen, I love Cash Patel. I think he's a great guy, honorable American.
You've always said that.
Huge hockey fan.
But he's very transparent sometimes when he's just like he's trying to get his name out there with a massive dub. He's like, yeah, there were. I personally foiled the entire government of Iran in their drone attack that they were about to commit against the White House and take out everybody in the government. Credit to me. I'm sure that there was some shit going on. I'm sure that people got arrested. That happens, but like I can read Cash pretty good.
It's not hard.
So you think the government was trying to take out Trump?
Oh, I thought the minute it happened, I still remember where I was. It was this time last year.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
It was the other day.
We were at Windy City Smokeout. We were sitting down with Cody Johnson, and
Really?
yeah,
It's one of my faves.
Have you seen the clip of White Sox Dave asking him?
No.
Right as White Sox Dave was hammered. He sits down and we got the alert 15 minutes prior on our phone, and we're like, what the fuck? He sits down, introduces himself. White Sox Dave's like, so there was just an assassination attempt on the president. What are your thoughts? We're like, Dave.
That's great. I bet he had thoughts.
Oh, he did. He was like, I'm disgusted.
He's the man.
Yeah, he is the man.
I was on the way to lunch with my wife, and the waitress had obviously been working, and she didn't know, but she could tell people were talking about something, and she kind of asked us what was going on, and I was, when you get to break news to somebody, it's a rush, and I was like, well, they shot Trump. She's like, what? It was a bad situation, but I love breaking news to people.
When I saw the bullet points, pun intended, immediately following it, how Butler, Pennsylvania, yet CNN was there, hadn't been to
only one they covered.
Hadn't been to one rally prior. The whole eyewitnesses pointing him out 20 minutes prior, CIA doing nothing, the second-rate staff being on duty that day. I was just like, come on.
Can I ask how, now that he's president again, Trump has not been able to get to the bottom of that, if that's what happened?
I think it's
too deep for him? Like the deep state goes beyond the president?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
I tend to go back to the simplest explanation is probably the correct one. There's a lot of weird stuff about this, though.
What is the simplest explanation?
Simple explanation is that there's a kid who is mentally unwell, and with the state of the internet being what it is, you radicalize kids that are unwell towards violence very easily. That combined with it being so easy for anybody to get a firearm, it's a bad recipe.
I agree with most of what you just said. I would be curious why we've received virtually no information on that guy years later.
Exactly. That's what that is also very, very strange. Like who did some of the pushing for this kid to get radicalized online? But again, even if we knew what different internet forums he was on, what Discord chats he was on, etc., it's not like we're going to do anything about it. With the internet being what it is right now, people are going to have these little silos where they love to fuck with people. They encourage people to get into the most messed up brain space possible, and then we act surprised when something happens. And it's probably going to keep happening. I don't know how you're gonna stop it, because it's just a bad recipe. And then you'll be like, oh well, what happened? It must be the CIA did this. It's no, there's plenty of people out there that are radicalizing people for free online for the love of the game, not for any broader national security interest. But Big T's right. It's very suspicious how we don't know anything about the guy at all. Did I tell you that I found an ungoogleable sports term? I think I might have mentioned that.
No.
You can't Google this. You can't, because I had a brain fart, and I was having a conversation with somebody. This was maybe 3 months ago. Completely spaced in my brain, and I could not remember Gordon Hayward's name. And I was like, what's his name? Butler last second missed shot. I Googled it. Can't find anything about Gordon Hayward. You can't. It's almost like Gordon Hayward may have radicalized this guy so that you can't look up what happened in the NCAA tournament against Duke.
Butler white shooter. Didn't bring it up?
I think I might have put white guy Butler. Yeah, maybe. It was can't do it. Try it. You can't find Gordon Hayward's name. It's like Walt Disney when he said he made the movie Frozen and gave it that title so that when people Google Walt Disney Frozen, you can't find anything about his body or his head. It's just now about the movie.
I never heard that before. That's a good one.
Or when Taylor Swift went to that football game when it was New York against Kansas City in New York, and then when people Googled Taylor Swift jet, the first thing that would come up would be the New York Jets game that she attended.
These are good. These are good.
Just something to think about.
These are really good.
What would be your version of that if you want people to not Google something about you? What would you do?
I'm going to take out a massive. I'm going to put a lot of put options on a stock, and make a lot of money off it. What stock should I put? Maybe Maybe the Atlanta Braves are publicly traded. Maybe I'll make a lot of money in options trading on the Braves when people Google PFT commenter short.
I said you were going to start a pants company.
That's probably a much better way to put it. Yeah. What would yours be, Arian?
I don't know what. I guess the thing that bothers people, I don't know what do people say about me? You could probably tell me better than me.
I don't want to say it.
No, go do it.
So Arian Foster injury prone.
Oh.
Injury. Okay. Yeah.
You
okay,
also
okay.
are the photo on the fumble Wikipedia.
That is true.
Yeah.
Also,
that's a Barstool infused thing. That is hilarious, by the way. But it's so funny. If I don't ever have a podcast, that never happens, by the way. But
I don't want
on you, whoever did that.
I'm not saying that you were injured. You weren't. You were very durable. And then guess what? Football's a violent sport.
I've got it. You start a golf glove company so that when people Google like Arian Foster hands or Arian Foster fumble or grip comes up with your golf gloves.
Yeah. I don't hate that one. Yeah.
I need to know who made the Wikipedia picture for fumble. If you look up fumble in the dictionary, that's fucked up.
Literally, if you look it up in the, I mean, it's
That's
not
very
a dictionary,
fucked up.
but
It is. You didn't fumble much.
It's not even a textbook fumble.
No,
You're getting piled.
What would you say would
Yeah.
be like if there was a
I
guy?
think, what was his name? Peanut Tillman, punching the ball out.
That's right. It should be more of a
Yeah.
pro
Yes.
pro defense
Yes.
picture than it is
Yes.
an anti.
Yes, that's.
Yep.
well, see, I would separate. I think those are typically not the ball carrier's fault. Like if a guy just punches it out perfect, like sometimes there's just nothing you can do. I would say that's more of a strip. I would attribute
Okay.
that to the defense, whereas a fumble, I think that's the ball carrier's
Okay,
fault.
Mhm.
good point. You're right. I
It
changed
is
my mind.
it is a fumble.
I changed my mind.
But I think those are, when you think of them, they're different.
Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
All right, there was some bad ones last season.
I mean, the butt fumble is the fumble.
Yes.
That is the main.
That should
You
be
think
on the
of that?
Wikipedia.
Yes.
No, it should be the fumble.
What's that?
Was that Ernest Biner? It's literally called the fumble.
Oh, yeah. The Cleveland Browns, right?
Yeah. Was that the AFC Championship
Oh,
game?
and
maybe?
before your time, Big T?
Yeah. I know the name, but I'm not familiar with the play.
It's called the fumble, so that's
Yeah.
why I feel like that should maybe get. We've run out of thes in the NFL.
Yeah, the drive, the catch.
Yeah, the drive, the catch, the fumble.
Is there the pass?
Wait. What's the drive?
The drive is Elway
Yep.
in the Super Bowl, right?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Was that against the
Drive.
Falcons?
No, the drive was Elway. I think it might have been that same game against the Browns. You might have had the drive
Yeah.
and the fumble in the same game.
Wow. So you got the drive, the fumble, you got the catch.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think there's a pass. The pass.
I don't think there's the pass. I think there's
There's been
there's the kick.
thousands of catches better than that catch, by the way. But
I think there's the kick.
is there the kick?
I think it might be Vinatieri in the snow.
You know what catch gets no love? I don't think it's no love, but it just gets buried in Super Bowl. Like it's one of the best Super
Julio
Bowl catches of all
Jones?
time. No. I'm talking about Santonio Holmes
Yeah.
against the Cardinals. That was one of the most beautiful catches.
Oh,
I've
in
ever
the
seen,
the
bro.
corner of the end zone.
And he taps his
Yes.
feet like it's
Insane.
I don't think that
textbook
gets
whole
buried.
play.
People talk about that. all
No,
the
that
time.
wasn't. That
I
was
don't know,
insane.
man. That's like one of the better. Like I don't hear it that much, and maybe I ain't online like that. But that
I forgot
that
about it.
motherfucker,
I forgot
that
about it.
motherfucker is one of the best catches I've ever seen, though. Just beautifully done.
we had
I hope he's having a good day. So tell him, hey man, I hope you're having a good day, my guy.
we had Larry Fitzgerald on part of my take last week, and I asked him if James Harrison was down at the 1 yard line when he chased him down from behind. I'd forgotten that one of Larry's teammates, I forget who it was, cut him off. Larry was going to chase him down and tackle him on that 99-yard
I
pick
saw
six.
that. Yeah.
He was going to get him, and then I think he got him down at the 1 inch line, but it was too close to overturn. And then Larry was like, also, I don't think Santonio got both his feet down in the end zone on that catch. I understand why he would say that, but that was a beautiful
Yeah,
catch.
maybe a little bitter right there. I'm pretty sure he got both feet down.
He also said he's not going to run for any sort of political office. I asked him several times.
Why is that a rumor?
I just assumed that Larry Fitzgerald was going to be a politician at some point. Yeah, because he's very well connected. He manages his like PR appearances very well. He was good friends with John McCain. He there was just a lot. He went to that Senate confirmation hearing for like somebody in the Department of the Treasury.
That's right.
He was just sitting in the front row behind the guy, just watching him get confirmed. He's like, "What the fuck is Larry Fitzgerald doing there?"
That's awesome.
He's a really, really smart guy, and I think
seems it.
I think he makes a lot more money now, maybe than he did.
See, why
even
can't
as a
we
pro.
get guys like that fucking running?
Yeah, term limits, man. Age
Okay,
limits.
I'm looking back at this catch. He may have a point.
Really? Don't do this.
I'm looking at it's not as clear cut as I thought it was. I'm looking at it. His right foot is like kind of behind his left. There's an argument to be had, I think. Let me see if I can find another angle though.
Don't do that.
Interesting.
There's a lot of good, hard-working, honest Steelers fans out there. Actually, they won't care. They won't care.
Yeah, they still. Oh, it's just hard to see.
I mean, it's a
No, I think
great throw too.
It comes down.
Yeah, I think so. You don't really see it like that, but you can see the impact of it.
You
hitting.
you can see his leg, but Julio Jones is the catch in the Super Bowl that is truly forgotten because people have literally forgotten it because they lost. People will, like, every time that Super Bowl comes up, people will talk about Santonio Holmes.
Yeah.
The Julio Jones catch was incredible and should have, like, iced the game.
That was the game-winning catch.
Yeah, and then they
Let
lost.
me look at it because I don't even remember that shit.
Exactly.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was better than... Was it Mario Manningham that had that catch on the sideline for the Giants?
Yep.
In their second
That's-
Super Bowl?
I cannot believe they smoked this.
I was
game,
at that game in Indianapolis when that
28-3 is crazy.
when that
Yeah, it's
happened.
very funny.
When that happened, I was like, "This game's over.
Yeah.
they're gonna blow it again," because that catch was so ridiculous.
It was the Julio catch is very similar to that one.
The Manningham
That's
one
good
was
catch.
insane. Eli was just going back, chucked it up under pressure, and Manningham somehow came down with it and kept his feet in bounds.
Yeah.
It
was like right, it's directly over his shoulder. I
Yeah,
remember that
and it
shit.
was on like 3rd and like 14 or something.
It was a
I
perfect.
cannot believe they lost this game, dog. That is wild.
And after that catch, all they had to do, there was like 3 minutes left or 4, and all they had to do was run it 3 times, kick a field goal, was over. And they went, I believe, sack, holding, incomplete, punt.
The Flowers sack saved the field goal. It knocked them, it pushed them just out of
All
it.
they had to do was run it.
Yep.
We'll get back to macrodosing in a second. It's brought to you by Stella Blue. If you're anything like me, you want coffee that's actually convenient, but you don't want to sacrifice taste just because it's coming out of a can. That's why I drink Stella Blue coffee's ready-to-drink canned lattes. They're made with 100% Colombian coffee, pack 190 milligrams of natural caffeine, and they actually taste like a coffee shop latte. They're very good. I love the espresso sweet cream. That's my favorite. I have just about one every day. They're smooth, creamy, they're ready whenever you are. They're perfect for the commute, the office, the gym, road trips, or those mornings when you don't have 5 minutes to wait in line. And the best part is every ready-to-drink can help you. It helps fund 1,000 pet adoptions through Stella Blue Coffee's We Brew to Rescue campaign. So you're getting premium coffee while helping more rescue pets find forever homes. If you haven't tried Stella Blue's canned lattes yet, now's the time. Grab a 4-pack, see what everyone's talking about, or you can stock up with a 12-pack if you already know that you're going to want more. Drink coffee, save pets. That's Stella Blue Coffee.
Hey, you guys are football guys. Tell me this. I'm thinking about selling my jersey collection.
No.
Relax.
Okay.
That shit hurt you.
I mean, it's a beautiful collection.
Why?
Have you, Dante? Look up his. I'll show you.
Because they're literally sitting in the same trash bag. I don't do anything with them.
All right,
Dude,
so,
give us some.
What?
Let us hang some up in the office. I started decorating a few weeks ago. A bunch of framed jerseys.
If I'm going to release them out of my house, I'm going to receive some money from them. That's what.
All
right. So you've got like what,
Let's
50 jerseys that are like game worn, right?
So I want you to look at the collection.
I'm looking right
and
now.
you tell me what that collection is worth to you before I start shopping around.
Oh, you did some trade-offs. You got some good Oh, dude, this is awesome.
It gets better the longer the video
Yeah.
goes.
Let's
It's
say
awesome. It's a really good collection.
Oh, we got to buy some of these. You gotta sell some of these.
But dude, so say you got an average of 1,000 a jersey, right?
Dude, Ray.
So that's 50 grand. What are you gonna do with 50 grand?
I see, and that's what makes me not want to sell it.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like,
but if they're just sitting in a
more
trash bag, I see what you're saying. Like they're just wasting.
Like I'm not the type. Like if you was to walk into my house, you would never think that ex-professional athlete lived in the house. There's no pictures of me. You know, this is the most I have, and it's just 3 of my albums I've released.
That's what you need to do. Is the opposite. Is spend some money, get all that shit framed, and make like a cool room out of it.
But I ain't gonna go in that room. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
Are there any jerseys that mean a lot to you that make you remember a game or a time in your life that has a special sentiment where you look at that and you feel something?
No, remember, I'm a nihilist. There's nothing that I feel that about. Like I'm the opposite of a hoarder. If it literally did happen. My whole house got flooded and I lost like everything I had, like from college. I had it just in this bed. I had it, like, all my old notebooks, pictures, jerseys, whatever, anything, all gone. And I didn't never think about it. It is what it is. I've never been like, I don't have any nostalgia for shit like that.
If you do this, I want right of first refusal on the Tony Gonzalez.
I saw that. Gonzalez, I think you got to sell us Urlacher and Luck also.
I think
I'm open.
if you sell it, I think you could make a decent amount of money on it. Not that you need it, but it does look like a very valuable collection. I don't know, how much do actual game worn jerseys go for?
A lot.
I forgot that most of these are signed, so like it would probably be a little more than 1,000 on average. But
Arian, also, if you want to consignment them, I will pay to frame them and hang them on our wall, and you can have them back at any time. They're better being displayed and looked at
belongs in a museum
than in a trash bag.
Interesting.
There are a couple of these that like.
That video's crazy.
I bet like the Hall of Fame would try to get them from you.
Yeah, like which ones?
I mean,
I got
Demaryius
the Ray
Thomas.
Lewis John. I think that's the year they won the Super Bowl. Yeah, they beat us in the divisional round. I think they won the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah, there's Ray Lewis, Eric Berry, Troy Polamalu, Cam Newton.
Aaron, why'd you change your number?
Because 37 is trash.
I agree, but I just didn't know like what the.
Oh, it was no deeper than that.
Okay.
I was a rookie and they had no 20 numbers left, and that was before you could do single digits. And as soon as I can get up out of that, I went to the equipment manager the next day. I was like, hey, yo, what you got? He's like, we got 23 or 25. I was like, 23.
These are like the Adrian Peterson game worn Vikings one, probably worth a lot of money.
Oh, I missed Julio Jones too. I'd like right of first refusal on that as well.
I did. Yep, I got Julio as well.
And then you end with the James Harden.
Yeah, people didn't like that, but I mean,
is that one game worn?
It was yes, James Harden Christmas jersey.
And so were you at that game?
I think so, yeah.
Shirt off his back.
I told him, I said, let's swap jerseys. He's like, bet. I just never got mine to him. My bad, James.
You owe him one.
Most of these are personalized, like they wrote like Arian, like keep balling or whatever. I wonder if that takes the value down a little bit. Like it's personalized to somebody else.
So I just asked Stephen Che. He said, you came to the right place.
You did.
He said, we're in the off season now, so market is down. That's very funny that there's like during football season, people pay more because it's like,
I guess that makes sense.
I'm in a football mood right now. He said it'll pick up when the season starts. It's highly dependent on team and player. If inscribed to a person, hurts value. If signed with no inscription, it ups the value.
I'd say it's 50-50 between those from what I'm looking at.
But what if the jersey was, let's say, J.J. Watt, because I saw one of these on here, J.J. Watt writing to Arian Foster, like known as being teammates. Would it be the fact that it's inscribed to Arian would make it more valuable than if it said like to my friend Connor?
I think if I was in the market for a signed jersey, it being inscribed to anyone makes it less valuable.
Oh, I think it makes it more.
If you're a diehard Texans fan and like you loved Arian,
I mean, yeah, maybe, but still, like I'd rather just have one that's signed.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have a Ronald Acuna signed jersey framed in my apartment. If he had inscribed it to Ozzy Albies or whatever, I wouldn't have wanted it.
Yeah,
because that just.
Oh, all right. That's different than a person. Like if it was inscribed to Arian, I think that's awesome. If it's inscribed to Bill,
well, they're all to Arian.
That's awesome. I think that's
agree.
cool. That has a story.
It looks like some of them are just signatures on there.
Andrew Luck is just a signature, and Ndamukong Suh is just his signature.
Maybe Champ Bailey.
MJD is just his signature. Nelson Cruz.
There's some great names in there.
Yeah.
Demarius Thomas.
There's two that I was like, I can't believe I got these Jones.
Who?
It was Champ Bailey and Charles Woodson.
Those are great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went up to Charles
Hall of Fame.
and I was like, hey dog, I've been watching you since I was a kid, dog. I was like, is it cool if he was like, man, hell yeah, man, just swap. And then Andre Johnson come up to me later on in the game. He was like, man, you don't know how he talk, but he's really low. He don't really say shit. He goes, man, I was gonna swap with Woods, man, but you got it. I was like, yeah.
So I just looked up Cam Newton game worn jersey on eBay, and there's one that says it's player issue and it looks legit, and it's priced at $1,000, and that one's not signed.
That's cheap.
So say signed, that makes it $1,500 to $2,000. So if you're looking at,
I think
No. So Stephen Shea said it depends on the player. At the high end, if it's signed and not inscribed to anybody, it could be up to $20,000.
Damn.
that sounds like a lot.
This is for a game worn jersey.
Let's see.
Game worn jersey that's just autographed. Chase says starting offensive lineman or defensive tackle with no Pro Bowls.
we did come to the right place.
Starting offensive lineman or defensive tackle with no Pro Bowls could be $750. That's if it's signed, addressed to nobody.
I'm looking at an autographed Atlanta Falcons Tony Gonzalez Madden 10 launch jersey. That's going for $1,800.
Che also says, Arian, if you have a game worn jersey that you wore where you had a massive game, that also impacts how much it could sell for. He said, Arian, having a massive game worn could be $5,000 to $10,000.
How do they verify that? How do they verify that though? Because if it's an away jersey, how do you tell it's like, oh, it was this game on the road?
I have a jersey. A dude told me this one time. He said that collectors people they match up like stains from pictures.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been to like the National Sports Card Convention?
I went a few years ago in Cleveland.
You should go. It's here again in a few weeks. You should
they're
go.
running it back here.
Oh yeah, they've got guys there who that's their whole job. They work for like JSA and PSA and all those companies, and they do shit like that.
I'm getting too into it now. Che just sent me a link to a Facebook group of game used jersey and helmet collectors. He's like, it's private, but they may accept new. I can't. I'm not going to join this. I'm sorry, Che.
That's into the weeds.
I appreciate your help, Steven. It's been very, very helpful.
Well, Arian, let's listen. I'll be your first customer. What are you looking for on the Julio and Tony Gonzalez? Tony Gonzalez unsigned, by the way, from what I can tell.
No, he signed it.
Oh, there's a picture that might be blocking it then.
Yeah, probably. But he signed that. That was another one. I called him Mr. Gonzalez. Because at the time he was like, I used to watch him when I was a child. And I was like, yo, Mr. Gonzalez. And he was like, yeah, man, I got you. He was cool as shit. The funnier one was probably not funny, but like Mayo, Gerard Mayo. That's the homie. I went to school with him, but I had to like bargain with him. He was like, nah, they don't really let us do that, man. I'm like, dog, you in the NFL. Go take that shit. What you talking about it, man? I don't know, man. Man, give me your shit, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Did they charge you when you did it? Like I think
Yeah, $1,500 every time.
Holy shit!
1,500. I thought it was like 300 or
Fucking
whatever the
hate
jersey
the NFL so
Nah, I
much.
was like 1,500.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it was like 1,000 or 1,500, something like that.
Dude.
Yeah. But at the time, I mean,
So were
the
you
checks
paying
was-
30 grand a year in jersey swaps?
the checks was sweet, Big T. I didn't even feel it.
They are.
I ain't feel it, dog.
So you could, with this collection, you could recoup all the money that you lost getting it.
Easily, yeah.
They are the fucking worst, dude. That's like.
Man, I once got. Go ahead.
I mean that's like. You're charging your employee. That's like. You work at a restaurant. You buy like you have to wear a uniform, and they take it out of your paycheck.
It seems baseball. They wear like
Fucking ridiculous.
baseball wears like 50 jerseys in a year. I can't believe the NFL doesn't just. That seems like a pretty easy problem to fix.
They need every dollar they can get their hands on. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Be like if
I once
Barstool
got
charges for ice
fined
cream.
10 grand because I stiff armed the dude, and my pinky kind of like gets caught, and it's just I wasn't like grabbing it, right? But it didn't even get called in the game. They reviewed it, and I got a $10,000 fine. I'm like, dog, it didn't even get called. Like, what the fuck? Socks, 5,000 for socks. It was like, yo, you bums. I used to hate them dudes. It's the sock man. We used to come by and check everybody's socks and make sure they was up to the. I'm like, stupid.
They've gotten lax on the socks recently, I think.
Yeah. And that pisses me off. That's the old head hating on the younger generation.
Were you wearing like long knee-length cotton socks, or did you have like the covers that you would wear like normal socks and then you'd pull a little nylon thing over it? Because I think that's what they do now.
Yeah, so it had to be, what is it, white on the bottom, right?
Yeah.
So I would just wear. I'm trying to remember my swag. It's been a minute. No, I used to wear the long socks, the long white socks. That was my swag. And they had these like really like that would just cover your calf, and they would just have a bunch of them at game day that are the color of the sock, and I would just slip those underneath and just put my long white sock on the top, and then I would spat. Ooh, I was out there clean, Big T. I was out there clean, dog.
I Googled Arian Foster Texans to try to just find a picture of the socks, and it came up with a Morton Steakhouse ad that you did.
Yeah. Hey, look at my arms on that picture, Big T.
Okay, what about them?
Big, right?
Yeah, shirt's a little tight, but
Some say the arms. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
No, I think they doctored that photo. That's why I said that. I did that. I know I did some steakhouse thing for my charity event, and and when they put it out, I was like, I don't think my shit is that big, dog.
Stephen Che is updated with just a guess of how much the collection could be. He says probably 6 figures.
6 figures.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
So there's none of those jerseys that you look at and you're like, that's pretty sweet. Even if it's just to like take out once every 10 years and look at, or like show to the kids.
They don't give a fuck. My kids don't give a fuck about football. they don't know. They don't even know really about it like that.
I think the ones you have to keep: Demaryius Thomas, Eric Berry, Gerard Mayo, because that was your boy. You can get rid of that. I would keep Cam Newton, but that could get you some money. I understand why you'd get rid of that. Mike Evans, Champ Bailey.
Champ.
You can get rid of Reggie Wayne. Palomalu, I know you loved him.
Yeah, I might be the only one to hang up. I fuck with Troy.
Adrian Peterson. You got to keep Chris Johnson.
Yeah, CJ, man. Damn.
DeAndre Hopkins, JJ, Julio Jones, Frank Gore, Urlacher.
You giving me like 20 to keep, though.
Oh, well, I'm just. You got to keep Jason Witten. You got to keep all the UT ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some good ones in here, man.
Don't think about it. There's one jersey of mine that I do like, and it is game worn. And I found a picture of when I scored that I really loved. It's me like bowing when I do my thing. I had a dude paint that picture on that jersey, and it's fire, like a little Inception moment. So I think I had like 120 something that game. But yeah, he painted that picture on that jersey, and it is fire, dog. Like that's the only one I probably would hang up. I don't even know where I would hang it. Is that an ick, Mac? Is that an ick if like you say you dating a football player and you go in this room, he has a jersey of himself hung up? It's kind of weird, right?
No.
Not from you because like you were successful, but if like he played like college football or something and was like a walk on or
Yeah.
People
Fair
have
enough.
pictures of themselves in their house. Why can't you have your
Yeah,
own
that's
memorabilia?
true. That's a good point.
I don't have a picture of me in my house in any way at all. Like no
Your pictures of
family
your
portrait.
kids?
No, I don't have any pictures up. I'm
I
not a
have-
picture guy. Like I just don't have pictures. I don't know.
I love stuff hung up.
I have a horrible, awkward, old big cat story. So, I lived with when Dan first started doing Barstool stuff. He still had his day job.
Mhm.
I lived in Wicker Park with 3 of my friends from college. It was basically like a frat house, but we had money, so it was this like sick fucking mansion. And I was out of town for like blackout shows. I would leave Wednesday and come back Sunday, and we were filming. Dan was doing a video on. He was doing basically the Bears had like a training camp test. It was like a certain amount of this, a time on this, and he was gonna complete it so he could like make the Bears. And I had this little park by my house, so he was like, "Let's film it at your park," because I had to film all our videos back then. So I was running late, and while I was out of town, my friends went through. I had all these like pictures and framed stuff and jerseys in my closet in my room that I didn't have hung up. And in that pile, they found this picture that a photographer took of me at a club that he used in an art show, and it like won an award. It's a pretty sick picture.
An art show?
Yeah, it's me like it's like the lighting's perfect. I have my head down, I have a glass in my hand, and there's like girl sitting behind me with her legs crossed, nice looking legs. It's just like a cool shot.
Mm-hmm.
He won an award with it. He gifted it to me after. So I had this. Obviously, I'm not going to hang it up in my house. My friends hang it up while I'm gone. In like our bar, we had a bar area. This place was so sick. Best like bachelor place ever. We had this bar area. They hung it up like over the bar area. So Dan beats me there. My roommates let him in. He's like sitting in the living room. And I walk in. I'm like, what the fuck is that doing up? And he's like, bro, how much do you love yourself?
Yeah.
I'm like, that. I swear to God, that was not up when I left. And he's like, okay. I'm like, dude, I swear. And my roommates are like, bro, you had us hang that up when we first moved in here. What are you talking about? I was fucking horrified.
Yeah.
Horrified.
If I played in the NFL, I'd have pictures of myself everywhere.
I would too. Like your best moments, right?
What's sick is
Anything.
like players somehow like right after the game's over, within an hour of the final whistle, they're putting their shit up on Instagram. Like the team issued photographs.
Mhm.
I bet the like team photographer personally sends them like here's your photos from today.
I remember, I forget who it was, but they were talking about that. I think they get an email like when the game's done of here's your stuff.
Here's all you. Yeah. You do with it as you wish.
Arian, you know what you should do if you're serious about this? I think you're coming here in a couple weeks because I understand we have a guest that will be here in a couple weeks. That's my current understanding.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the National Sports Collector Convention is. I think it'd be a good video if we just walked around with a trash bag full of those jerseys and went up to people and be like, "What do you want? What do you want to buy this?"
Oh,
Actually,
you'd make
yeah.
Who's your
so
favorite
much
team?
money.
Raiders. I got you. Hold on.
That would be an awesome video.
I think so
Dude.
too. And we could go look for Arian Foster stuff.
Bro, and the people who fly in for that
Yeah.
bring big money with them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You could empty that trash bag that weekend easily.
I think we got to get you with the trash bag and also like 3 security guys, like guarding the trash bag at all times.
Great idea.
That would be funny.
I think that video would rip.
Yeah.
And it's a sick thing to go. You would hate it if you're not a memorabilia guy, but it's for guys like me. Oh, it's heaven.
Fucking with it. That makes sense.
That's where I
man.
got the signed Trump Tyson collab. I mean, where else are you getting that?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
The signed OJ pylon.
And this is you get some nice walking around money, do what you want with it.
I'm thinking about it. I don't know. We'll see.
We could try to get them authenticated because they've got those people there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got it's legit.
I know, but
Yeah,
people pay more for it if one of those
Fair enough,
companies
yeah.
says
Yeah,
it's
fair enough.
legit. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
All right, well.
All right, good stuff.
Just one more thing before we
Mhm.
get into the topic today, PFT. Did you see the new air-to-air combat device I sent you
When was this?
today? It's in the sheet.
No, I did not see that in the sheet.
We have a company has developed
Is it the moth?
a mosquito air-to-air combat drone that will listen for the wing beats of mosquitoes and then lock on them and go shred them in midair.
I think it's too much. I think we're getting to the point now
Yeah, you think?
where we're like, someone needs to step in and be like, enough is enough. Like, seriously.
They say 10 drones can keep a square mile mosquito free.
I'm out. I'm out on these things.
You don't like it?
No,
Dude.
no, I don't. I hate it.
Why
no,
is that?
It's everyone should hate this idea.
Buddy, the flock cameras are on every block, and you don't
Yeah,
want the
but
mosquito drone?
Flock cameras don't fly around hitting you in the face if they have a sensor go haywire, and
No,
they're like,
just
"Oh,
the
I
mosquitoes.
thought that your ear was a mosquito, so I fired a mini AMRAAM missile at it."
Plus, can't fuck with nature, man. How many times do we need to learn a lesson?
The
Like,
bison.
you start messing with the ecosystem.
I'm willing to mess with the mosquitoes.
I fucking hate mosquitoes as much as anybody, but you start wiping them out, eradicating them just because like,
only
you
in
can.
only in my house.
I don't know, man.
I'm not paying for the drone, but it's a cool technology.
I think it's a little over the top.
Mosquitoes have to do something. They have to have some part.
They're
in
food.
this.
I don't
Yeah.
think they do.
They're food for lots of other animals and birds.
This company says their end goal, though, is the complete eradication of mosquitoes.
I mean, in ideal world, that'd be great. And the more concerning aviation news, and Big T, I saw you did include this one on the sheet, but I had flagged it too. That Kalshi is now allowing prediction markets on flight delays.
This needs to be illegal by August 1st.
It should be illegal now, immediately.
Well, it's just one of those things that we didn't think we'd need to put
Yeah.
in there, but this needs to be enumerated.
Wait,
immediately.
explain.
So you can bet on if a flight will be delayed or not.
But why? And why is it so bad?
Because people could
Oh,
do things to delay the flight.
Because now
to win money.
a plane mechanic decides, there's an issue with this plane.
You're, right.
You're not
or
leaving.
or a passenger does something. You're right.
Or
I'm
a
an
pilot,
idiot.
like,
You're right. I'm an idiot.
I think I'll be 10 minutes late to show up to the flight
You're
today.
right.
Or,
I'm an
yeah,
idiot.
passenger. That's also
Why
another
would they
concern.
ever allow something like this?
Because everything's legal now. Everything, when it comes to the prediction markets, yeah, good luck. The problem is they're very well connected in the government's not going to do anything to shut them down. This is a bad idea.
No, it's Big T's boy, Don Jr., right?
Why is he my boy?
I thought that was your boy.
Don Jr.?
Yeah.
I've never given him much thought.
Oh, I thought you guys were like text buddies.
I've never spoken to Don Jr.
Imagine-
Is this a bit?
No, I thought
Jack Mac might know him.
Uh.
I've never spoken to Donald Trump Jr.
I'd like to walk back one thing that I said about this. Actually, no. I was about to say something dumb. I was going to say it should be legal, but you should only be able to bet, yes, the flight will be on time. But then that's bad, too, because if you have a mechanic, that's like, fuck it, put it up in the air. I've got 10 grand on this plane. Getting out of O'Hare by 6 p.m. tonight. Who needs the flaps?
Yeah, just no on the planes.
No on the planes.
If you want to bet on who dies in Game of Thrones, more power to you.
Yep.
No on the planes.
Yep. Agreed. All right. Big T is heading out for just a second. We're going to talk about Lindsey Graham and the news. Before we do, it's going to be brought to you by Reese's. There's something for everyone when it comes to Reese's. I love the Reese's Marshmallow Cup. I love the classic Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. I love the Take 5. I love anything with Reese's in it. It's the best candy in the world. Reese's Pieces, absolutely incredible. Reese's are the official candy partner of Barstool Sports. Go get Reese's wherever you shop, the official candy partner of Barstool Sports. And it's also brought to you by No Bull. It's Barstool's favorite footwear brand. I'm rocking my No Bulls right now. It's a brand known for their best-in-class footwear. They're everywhere right now, walking around city to city. They're at the airport. If you're grabbing coffee, wherever you go, you see No Bulls. They've got so many great styles and colors for every activity, including their newest, most versatile style, the Drive 2. Drive 2 is out now in both ripstop and mesh styles. Mesh for when you want to prioritize breathability, and the ripstop when you need to lock in on stability. It's durable, it's comfortable, it's versatile. No Bull, the Drive 2, available now on their website. I love my No Bulls. I'm wearing them at the gym. I'm wearing them when I'm walking the dog. Exclusively for Macrodosing listeners, No Bull is offering 35% off your first order. Visit nobullproject.com. Use code MACRO. Get 35% off your entire first order. That's nobullproject.com. Use code MACRO. Boom. 35% off your first order.
I got a dog question, bro.
Okay. Dog.
All right. I got a dog. He's becoming my lovable little buddy.
Yeah.
I fuck with him.
I love that.
It's the homie. He's still in his puppy stage. And I was talking to my baby moms, and she grew up with dogs and shit like that. I have a cage for him, right? So like when he, you put him in there, you sleep in there.
Yep.
Whatever. Or when he's too rambunctious,
Yep.
I'll be like, yo, it's cage
We
now,
need
right?
some structure, yeah.
Yeah. Is this always going to be, am I going to have a cage for him forever? Or is they grow out of a cage stage? Or do I always keep the cage?
So ideally, you're always going to have the crate or the cage, and it's going to be a positive place for him. So he's going to want to go there to sleep. He's going to want to go there during the day. Or if like there's a lot of noise around, he's not trying to deal with all that shit. Oh, I'm going to go to my quiet place, my crate. I'm going to be safe there. Yep. Now, some people just get rid of the crate eventually, and they just have like the pad that was inside of the crate in that spot, and then that's
more ideal for
Yeah.
me.
It might take some
rather
time to
have-
get there. I don't know how like mischievous he is with Blake. Still got the crate going because he'll get into some trouble if we leave him alone for too long.
Yeah.
But he likes his crate. He goes there on his own all the time, and every time he goes there, I just give him a shitload of treats just to be like, "This is good. I like that you're going here."
That's why I need more positive reinforcement for when he's there. Okay,
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. When you put him in there, just treat. If he goes in there on his own, treat.
Or see, he's not even at the stage where he'll go in there on his own. He's an asshole. So like if I'm not like watching him constantly,
Yeah.
he's tearing something up, chewing up something. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He's way more calm than he was.
Mhm.
That's why I'm starting to really, really like him because he's really calming down. But he is not like, yo, I'm finna head to where I'm supposed to be.
Yep.
He ain't there yet.
Yep.
No, he ain't there yet.
It'll take some time. When they're like 6 months to a year old, you think to yourself, like, is this dog ever going to chill out? Like, am I ever going to be able to trust this dog if I'm not watching him? And like you're in a room and then you don't hear anything from the other room, and then you're like, oh fuck, that's not good.
Mhm.
That little voice that you have, that will go away eventually. It just might take some time.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that.
Good dog question.
Great
I'm at the point where I like him now. Like it's a thing. I like it. I like the little fucker.
I love how dogs can wear down anybody.
Yeah.
They always end up with people who were never dog people end up getting them later in life, and they 100% always wear them down. It's awesome.
Yep. All right. You guys want to talk a little bit about Senator Lindsey Graham, R.I.P., Senator from South Carolina? His seat has been now, it's been filled by his sister, Darlene Graham Nordone. That was his sister. She was just sworn in on Tuesday. She is serving the remainder of his term there.
Is that true?
Yeah, his sister's was like his best friend.
Does the governor pick that?
Yes.
Who picks that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was she in politics before?
No.
Well, it's so their parents died when they were really young. So I think she was 13. Lindsey's sister was 13 when their parents died. And so then Lindsey Graham became like her guardian. And then they've just had like a very close relationship. And that's the closest person that the governor could think of to Lindsey Graham. So they said, okay, that person's going to be. I don't know in what world that makes you qualified to be a senator. It probably doesn't, in fact. So yeah, they're gonna have a special primary on August 11th. And that's when South Carolina is going to select a Republican. But for now, it's going to be his sister.
And that's because his spot was up in November, right?
Yeah, so it's August 11th. There will be a primary to see who's going to replace Lindsey Graham's name on the ballot.
Got it.
For the race that was upcoming in November.
So his
which he was
sister's
favored to win.
doing a 2-week bid.
She might be a temporary, like interim.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Coach O.
Or I guess she'll go to the end of the term.
You're right. Yes, she will.
So
serve,
she'll go till January.
but she's got an expiration date.
Yeah.
She knows what that's going to be, and maybe she might run. She might.
So is she going to be? She's going to be like voting on stuff.
Yes.
I don't know how much business the Senate's going to be up to for the next 6 months.
They're doing the daylight savings. At some
Yeah,
point.
that's
I don't
true.
know. I don't know how
What
long
if she
that
was?
takes.
What if she was the deciding vote in daylight savings?
That's a good movie.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you get put into politics. You never wanted to be there, and then you become known. Like you're like, okay, I'll go, I'll show up, but I'm just gonna vote present because I don't know what I'm talking about. And then it comes down, and it's like, is 50 to 49, or 49 to 50? What are you gonna do, Miss Graham? You just close your eyes and push. So yeah, she is technically a senator right now. So that'll be enjoyable. She probably gets the health care, the whole nine.
Yeah, I'd be curious how that works.
Yeah, you have to be tenured.
Also, is it like Major League Baseball where you play one game and I think you get it for forever?
Yeah, she will always be known as Senator Graham. Or
Yeah.
I guess not Graham. It's what is it? Senator Graham Nordone.
He's the finance guy.
Mm-hmm.
Healthcare.
Graham Nordone.
My tax dollars. Fucking bullshit. Socialism.
So when Graham he died, and people have some theories as to what happened. Now, the official explanation is that he was a 71-year-old with a heart defect, and that his father died when he was 69 years old from a heart attack, and that Lindsey Graham had a tear in his aorta. In the words of Jeff Foxworthy, aorta cut that grass down by the field before the kids get hurt.
Yikes.
I like
It's
that.
a Jeff Foxworthy bit.
I like that.
It's exactly what he sounds like, too.
Sensuous. That's another Southern word we say, sensuous. Told my old lady, since she was up, get me beer.
I do love those.
They are
I do
good.
too.
Yeah.
What a time.
I think that was from Games Rednecks Play. if
What
I
a
remember.
time that was.
Yeah, it's a great comedy album. You don't hear too many comedy albums anymore. So Lindsey Graham's aorta had a tear in it, and that's the explanation that we've been given. He passed away, died relatively quickly, and had the family history. So Donald Trump said that he spoke to Lindsey Graham at about 7 o'clock on Saturday night, which was 3.5 hours before he was declared dead. And Trump said that he might have been the last person that he spoke with. Other than being tired, he was fine. and it would just be a quick end when it comes to the heart attack. He said maybe that's not the worst way to go.
Did Trump say he thinks he was the last person to talk to him?
I think let me look up the quote.
Okay, because that's fascinating. So, Dante, you believe he was killed?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just establishing where we're at because I don't know that I think that. However, a lot of people claim to have talked to Lindsey Graham right before he died. Trump says he talked to him. The official story is that he called Tommy Tuberville's assistant and was like, "I'm having chest pain." And that guy was like, "Okay, have you called 911?" And he was like, "No, I called you."
Mm-hmm.
That sounds weird.
Very.
So it was Tuberville's former scheduler was Lindsey's scheduler.
Okay.
And this is a quote from Tuberville. He said, "One of my staff members was with that scheduler the night Lindsey died, or the night Lindsey called." Tuberville, he's an Alabama senator. He said he called and basically said, "Listen, I'm having chest pains. I need to do something. Did you call 911?" And he goes, "No, that's the reason I called you." And so she called 911. By the time she got there, 911 knocked the door down. They were working on him. And they said, Lindsey basically worked himself to death. Most of us have families. He didn't have any family. And if we had a couple days off, he went to that airport and he went somewhere to try to work out something for our country. So, Tuberville's staff was part of this.
And so and then the obvious part that would lead some people to pause is that he was in Ukraine the day before. I think there are some people who are claiming he couldn't have even gotten back by the time they say he died.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And he was at a drone factory in Ukraine.
Apparently, he said he wanted to wait to get medical attention until he went on Meet the Press on Sunday.
Yeah, he said, "I can't die yet. I have to go on Meet the Press."
He says, "I can't die now. I still need to do the Russia sanctions, get Iran sorted out, and do Israeli-Saudi normalization. And also meet the press on Sunday." So yeah, he was in Ukraine. He gave a lot of money to the Ukrainian cause. He helped do a lot of the arms transactions. He has given a lot of money to Israel as well. Had deep ties with a couple conflicts going on around the world. So it's fertile grounds for people to think to themselves what happened with this guy, and the fact that he was just in Ukraine. He inspected a drone factory in Ukraine.
And I'm seeing unconfirmed reports that Russia hit that drone factory the following day or at some point in that vicinity.
Yeah.
And we're very vocal about celebrating it very shortly after.
I haven't seen it confirmed that is true, but I've seen it around.
That what?
That's the actual thing that Russia blew up, was that factory that he was at. There is a video of missiles going toward something.
Mm-hmm.
And some, I think the Russian state media claims that that's what they got, but I haven't seen it confirmed anywhere.
Mm-hmm. So they asked Trump about some of the theories that are swirling around, and he said, "I know there's all sorts of conspiracies going, and I think the FBI is wasting their time if they're doing that." At first, I heard it was clogged arteries, because he did have clogged arteries. He had a problem with that. I wish he took better care of himself. They say it's almost undetectable. You can detect if you have a very bad back. There's a sign. It's a bad sign. So if anyone has a bad back, that's one of the primary signs. And he would tell me he had a bad back, but little did anyone realize it was for that. So when that bursts, which it did, it bursts. Just to answer the conspiracy theory, I'd love to say yes, but I think he had some problems. And his father died just about the same age. I'm a believer in the racehorse theory. If you have problems, you have problems. And he had some problems that were a little bit deep-seated and not easy to find.
What's the racehorse theory?
Yeah.
I think the racehorse, I think it's that if you breed two good racehorses together, then their offspring will have good racehorse babies. And if you have a racehorse that's got a fucked up heart, then the racehorse baby that's going to come out might have a fucked up heart too. I think he said I think it's genetics.
The theory is widely discredited in science and is highly controversial in the political and public spheres.
Can you explain more about it? Because it sounds to me
the
like
racehorse theory is the belief that success, intelligence, and character are primarily determined by genetics and selective breeding, Rooted in the early 20th century eugenics movement, Arian's movement, the concept argues that crossing superior individuals yields superior offspring.
Okay, so it is eugenics.
Originating in animal husbandry, specifically in thoroughbred horse breeding, the concept was popularized in human context by eugenicists. So it sounds like there's a physical element to it, and then another element.
So I think that Trump is using the racehorse theory in a looser sense here. I'm willing to extend some grace to President Trump.
I think so as well.
Because what he's describing is if your father has a defect with the way that his heart operates, the chances of his son having that same defect is higher. And that's just true. That's like the number one. That's the number one indicator of like if you will have high blood pressure is if your parents had high blood pressure. Now
It's so funny to bring that shit up while talking about somebody who just died.
I know.
This dude is hilarious.
He didn't have to say the words, "I'm a believer in the racehorse theory," and then go on to describe something that was much less problematic than the racehorse theory. He did that one to himself.
He says Pops had a bad ticker, so, what can we do?
Yeah.
By the way, he's going to live to be like 108 years old.
Trump?
Oh, my God.
He just on vibes.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah, he had a bad heart. He said he had a bad back.
I always get shit popping up on my page about how there's always people like diagnosing him from afar about what he's actually going through and like the bruises on his hands, so he's getting this and that or other, and they're always saying he has some sort of like early onset dementia, and I'm just tired of getting gaslit.
Yeah,
and he's always popping back up.
I think he's going to be with us for quite some time.
I think
I don't know. I wouldn't doubt it, man.
The more people say that he's about to die, the healthier he gets.
Yeah, it fills his health back up on the video game.
The battery goes back up. He's
it's
like,
a chug jug for him.
Every time somebody with purple hair zooms in on a picture of his hand, and it's like, "What's this bruise?" He's like, "You've made me stronger."
Yeah,
that's how the man operates. So the president does not believe that anything happened.
There were 20 FBI agents at Lindsey Graham's house.
Yeah, so that's the other thing. My guy Cash, immediately he said, "We're directing all resources to help with the investigation." And everybody's like, "Wait, what investigation?" I thought he had a heart attack.
Exactly.
Why is the FBI investigating?
Exactly.
And that, to me, again, I'm kind of the Cash whisperer when it comes to this. I think most things with Cash you can just chalk up to him feeling very woefully inadequate and trying to get his name into a story to make himself feel like he is a big, tough, like no-nonsense police officer.
I just think he's a fucking moron.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's ego. I think the ego definitely...
I think it's fake ego. I think it's ego that comes from a place that he knows that he's like in over his head with all this shit. And so he has to act like he has to search for wins anywhere.
I think we're burying the lead. I want to hear Dante's theory on why Russia killed Lindsey Graham.
I don't even know if it was... It might not have been Russia alone. It might have been Iran and Russia.
Mm.
It might have been a team job. I mean, why not kill Lindsey Graham? He's a senator.
If you could clip that on its own, that's hilarious.
He's a senator who somehow dictates foreign policy for our country for a very long time. Basically, Secretary of State. Anything he's been a proponent of is the way we've gone. And it just has always been a head scratcher. I've never understood it. It's never made any sense to me. It's never made sense why he's been Israel first. It finally started to make sense after his death was announced and the escorts hit social media and started dropping the stories about.
Oh yeah, I mean that's been.
I mean,
it's been an open secret about
his. I didn't realize his best friend was his sister. I mean, that's even more like that's like as gay as it gets.
You get along with your sibling?
Yeah.
Oh,
no, I mean that's just like
there's a video going around of when he was sworn in during one of the Obama years, and so Biden is doing it, and people were sharing the video because it was showing how different Biden was from 2015 to when he was president.
Yeah.
But his sister was with him when he was getting sworn in.
Yeah. So, I mean, it starts adding up when you start factoring in that, you know, Mossad probably had some pretty good stuff on him and could use it for leverage for a very long time.
The thing about Lindsey Graham is, though, like, people knew that he was gay for a while.
The ladybugs.
Yeah, when he ran for president back in, like, 2015, when they had the famous debate where there were, like, 20 Republicans on stage and Donald Trump, and they're just, like, slowly decimating him one by one. They asked him who his first lady would be.
I think you're giving people way too much credit, dude.
Well, his answer was very funny. It was like, I might just have a rotating cast of them stopping in and out, like almost too many women in the White House. Which is the best answer. Like,
oh, God.
Credit to Lindsey Graham for that one.
Bags the sand.
How far did
I
he
was
make
just
it?
thinking the same shit.
Yeah.
Bag
When
of
you touch a
sand.
woman's breasts
Yeah.
and it just feels like a bag of sand.
Yeah. First, like, might even have two of them at once. Never know, a guy like me. Old poon hound like Lindsey. Come on, brother.
I don't know. What do you think?
Me?
Yeah.
I think he probably just had a heart attack. I am open to other suggestions.
Okay, so there are some weird things that have come out. Russian state media, RT, you guys have probably seen them online. They are owned by the government of Russia, so that is a massive caveat for everything I'm about to say. They tweeted out that Lindsey Graham died in Kyiv, in Ukraine. They reposted a video with a retired CIA officer named Larry Johnson. Larry Johnson has had some wild clips out there that he's been wrong about before, but he is a retired CIA officer. Some people say no one's ever retired from the CIA, but they had a clip of him saying that some Pentagon officials also believe that he died in Kyiv. And then Alex Jones obviously jumped on that and was like, yeah, Larry Johnson's right. Then Laura Loomer said that he was poisoned by a foreign adversary, either abroad or returning to the United States. And Laura Loomer said, I didn't realize 20 FBI agents were needed to convince everyone that Lindsey Graham died from an aortic dissection. So, again, it's Laura Loomer saying that. It's Alex Jones saying that. It's Russia Today saying that. But it is weird that they are saying that he died while he was actually overseas. That would also require either fake paramedics or paramedics to be in on it for some reason, which, I mean, that could happen. It's not the craziest possible thing that could ever happen, but
Let me ask this.
also can we put a pin in this? We need to talk about the Laura Loomer pardon thing.
Before we jump into that,
It's
Talking about Boosie.
yeah, it's so funny.
how many people got that alert on their phone, the Lindsey Graham alert, and were shocked that it was not Mitch?
Yeah,
I remember being like, did CNN screw this up? Did they
yeah.
typo?
You're getting CNN noties on your
Yes.
your Percy?
Yes.
On your Percy.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I was shocked. I was like, how the hell did
Yeah.
the other guy go before him?
Well,
Allegedly.
we should talk about that also. You
Unclear.
believe Mitch is dead.
Oh yeah, he's been dead.
Unclear.
He's been dead.
What about the photo, bro? That had the Sunday Washington Post.
The picture was so funny where they're like, hey, Mitch, can you just hold this paper for a second?
Slightly askew, but so that we get just enough of that picture in there of, was it Gavin Grahovic? It was somebody from Texas A&M's baseball team.
Yeah.
Mitch, sorry.
They really weekend at Bernie in this dude right now.
Yeah, Mitch was like, that poor guy has no idea why he's holding a newspaper, and they're like, can you just tilt it like closer? You know how you love to read the paper, Mitch.
It's just, you gotta laugh.
I mean, he's short circuited like 5 times in front of us.
I know.
He's died 5 times. We've
That's what I'm
seen
saying.
him die.
He's been
5 times.
been dead, dude. And he's,
Go spend time with your family.
I know.
You don't need to be running our government.
No.
So yeah, there are these theories out there. Putin's advisor, a guy named Alexander Dugin, he made a statement online. The sudden death of Lindsey Graham can be the black mark sent to Trump. I doubt it were Iranians. Most realistic, it was Mossad in order to push Trump to renew full-scale war with Iran. It clearly means you are next. Lindsey Graham was the shadow of Trump, his black self. So that's one of Putin's advisors. So again, take that with a grain of salt because it's Putin's advisor, but that's what he said. So yeah, I mean, there were definitely some people out there that wanted Lindsey Graham dead. George Santos, he said, I believe foul play could be at play here. So George Santos.
Is he going back to jail? Remember, he had the thing recently. Which do you, Dante? Which are you more? You sound more assured that Mitch is dead than Lindsey was killed.
Yeah, I would say. Well, I would say the signs point towards the former versus the latter a lot more.
Okay, I have something that I'm fairly confident in. My take on Graham's death. I think it's a possibility he might have been poisoned. I'm not closing the door on that.
Yeah.
Do I think that he was killed in Ukraine and then we built a copy of his body and then we had a fake paramedic show up to his house and did a phone call with Tommy Tuberville's scheduler using an AI copy of his voice, and then we had them wheel the clone out, and then we have people that are working at the hospital that are also in on it. That, to me, seems like a lot to go through.
You are ruling out blown to smithereens.
I think I'm ruling out blown to smithereens, but I'm not ruling out the possibility that he was poisoned by somebody from Russia while he was in Ukraine.
Fair
because
enough.
they've done that before.
They're very good at that.
They're very good at it, and there's poisons that will hit you and you won't die immediately.
Yep.
It takes some time, and it might present the same way as a massive heart attack would.
Yep.
So, or a torn aorta. So I'm not ruling that out. It's definitely the fact that he was one day removed from a trip to Ukraine. We should ask questions about it and be like, how did he really die? There's also a possibility like blood clots might be in there because like if you're that old, you're flying on a bunch of airplanes all the time.
True.
That's actually like a very serious. That's my PSA for everybody. If you're on a flight that's going over 6 hours, over 5 hours, get up, stand up, walk around a few times. So all those could be what happened. I'm not closing the door on the poisoning.
What's the Loomer thing?
Oh yeah, the Loomer thing. So there've been a lot of pardons going on.
Yeah.
And some are speculating that it's kind of pay for play. So if you give money to the right people, you can buy yourself a pardon with this administration. I think there've been enough circumstances where we can say that's probably true.
Yes.
And it's probably not the first time that a president has traded favors for pardons.
Yes.
I think those are both. I think maybe the way that it's happening now is like much more blatant than it has been. But it's not like it hasn't happened before. It's just kind of, you can't help but notice some of the scumbags that are getting pardoned right now. So, with all that said, if you have a federal conviction and you have money, you're probably at least exploring the possibility. How do I, if we're selling pardons, how do I get let into the pardon store? And if you're Boosie, it seems like maybe you got let into a fake pardon store and they took your money and then you didn't get pardoned. You're like, hey, what the fuck? Apparently, Boosie paid $300,000.
I heard it was 600.
Okay, it could be. I'm reading this story right now in The Guardian that says he's trying to claw back $300,000 from a firm of DC lobbyists.
Who are we talking about?
Boosie.
Boosie badass.
Boosie badass.
That's what I was.
Yeah.
Wait. Are you fucking serious right now?
Yeah, real story.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
No, he was tweeting.
Real story. Yeah, he's been tweeting it out there.
What?
Yeah.
I'm finding his tweets.
What's he trying to get pardoned for?
So what was his?
Thank you, Mike Cernovich, for your statement. I really need that. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you, Laura, for making a statement. Your honesty is appreciated.
Dude, what?
So he had a. Is this him? He had a loaded pistol. While he was, he had a loaded pistol despite the fact that he was a felon for a 2011 drug trafficking conviction.
Okay.
So weapons charges.
Okay.
So during a video shoot in San Diego in 2023, he was observed by police with a handgun in his waistband. And they did a traffic stop, and he pled guilty, or he had a plea deal. He got 3 years of supervised release, 300 hours of community service, and $50,000 fine. So he's trying to get it expunged. And the way that he did that was by contacting Jacob Wall. You remember Jacob Wall? Oh, you got to know Jacob Wall.
No.
2016 internet legend, Jacob Wall. I think he's the guy that started the trope, like, I just walked into a hipster coffee shop in Portland and they were all talking about how they're voting for Trump.
I'm unfamiliar with that trend as well.
So it's him and Jack Berkman, and they're lobbyists and they're scammers. They've just been complete scammers.
The only coffee shop thing like that I remember is the total Kamala vibe shift when the guy allegedly yelled the N-word in the coffee shop.
Yeah. No, this was 2016.
Okay.
This is maybe 2015 even. So Jacob Wall and Jack Berkman, they're just, you would never trust a single word that these guys ever told you. If you've been paying attention to anything that they've done, they're clearly just like pathological liars. So they got put in touch with Boosie somehow. Boosie paid him $300,000, allegedly. And then they're like, yeah, we're going to talk. We're going to meet with Trump, and we're going to get this all sorted out for you. This is all alleged. So they told Boosie that they were going to lobby Laura Loomer, and Loomer was going to help. They said that Loomer is the person to go to for the Jewish guys. So she'll talk to all the Jewish people for us, is what they allegedly told Boosie. They said that they were going to get in touch, allegedly, with Mike Cernovich, Jack Posobiec, Erica Kirk, Speaker of the House Mike Johnson, Nancy Mace, and Andy Biggs. And so it sounds to me like they just allegedly may have just lied to our sweet boy Boosie about all this and then stolen $300,000.
That's messed up.
Yeah. So if you want some of the like greatest hits from Berkman and Wall, they pled guilty in Ohio to running an illegal robocall campaign that targeted black voters. They settled the case. They paid $1.25 million to New York authorities and $5 million to the FCC. So they've also filed a bunch of completely fabricated like harassment claims, and they've been kind of caught being scammers multiple times. But Boosie got by him, so justice for Boosie.
Wild story, though.
His tweets have been very funny, though. He's
all
like,
caps.
Yeah, he's asking people for comment about all this. What's Boosie's biggest song?
Wipe me down.
Yeah.
Wipe me down. Pull up to the club on E. Oh, no, he said gas tank on E, but all drinks on me. Wipe me down.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is horrible line, but hilarious.
Jack, shut your lying ass up. Talking about this stuff in Houston messed up the pardon. You were sued in March. This happened at the NMA. Don't start lying now. I give you 3 months to send my money back. Talking about Trump signed the pardon, got me running around the damn house jumping, saying you just talked to the president. You played with the wrong one. I'm suing y'all in federal court now. The 9 victims y'all got this year, I was the wrong one. So it sounds like they called Boosie and they were like, Boosie, we just got off the phone with the president. He signed your pardon. You're good to go. And then Boosie was like so happy. And then none of this shit happened.
Wow.
Donald Trump should do the right thing and pardon Boosie.
He might.
These guys are scumbags, huh?
But Trump should pardon Boosie for all this. Like the man tried to play by the rules.
I mean, Trump, he thought he was doing a big one when he pardoned LeAngelo.
Yeah.
Remember they all got arrested in China?
Yeah. I'd forgotten about that. All right. So, anything else we want to say with in regards to Lindsey?
No.
You think they what's the name of that film? Dave Franco and they kill Kim Jong Un. They tried it with the poison. What's the name of
The
that?
interview?
The interview. You think they interviewed him?
I never saw that.
Oh, you should. Good movie.
Is it?
Could be.
I hate Dave Franco.
Why is that?
I love James Franco. I know it's a touchy subject right now, but I've never liked his little brother. He always has just like irked me.
He's good in that movie. You should watch it. And remember, that's the one that North Korea said they were going to bomb us.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
And we were at my uncle's house that Christmas. They put it out on Christmas Eve, and my uncle was like, "We're watching this on Christmas Eve for America. Like they're not gonna deter us."
If we got nuked into oblivion for a Seth Rogen movie,
Bro.
that would be the worst way to go, wouldn't it?
Seth Rogen, that was the other guy.
That would be very
Yeah.
American.
I mean, nothing against Seth Rogen, but like, there's some directors that I would be willing to eat a nuke for.
Who's
It's like,
that?
Okay, yeah, that was.
I'm unwilling for anyone.
that was probably Ken Burns' documentary.
Really?
If Ken Burns did a documentary about like North Korea and it had like the violins and everything and slow motion zooms, and he spent 14 years painstakingly splicing the reels by hand and making it for PBS. You're goddamn right. I'm willing to die for that documentary. Yeah, but Seth Rogen doing like, oh, what if I smoked weed with Kim Jong Un?
I believe that is in the film.
Is it really?
I think so. Don't quote me on it.
Shock.
Yeah, that rocks. Okay, yeah, now I'm actually back in. Yeah, over my dead body. We got to respect the arts. Okay, thank you guys for listening. Dante, thank you for joining.
Always.
You think they're announcing Mitch is dead the day after the special election passes?
Odds are pretty good.
Okay.
Let's say.
That might be
just
on
say.
Call Sheet. We should check that out.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that might. I just hate those fucking things.
They're
so
illegal
much.
in Illinois.
How are they legal anyway?
I don't know.
We did a whole episode on the prediction markets, and it's a loophole that it's going to be closed at some point.
Thank God.
It has to be closed at some point.
We just keep as a race of humans, we just keep allowing things that it's like, how is there not an adult in the room anymore? Is what I feel like.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, like no one's like being like, guys, come on, this isn't a good idea.
Yeah, common sense tells
exactly.
everybody.
There's like none of that anymore.
Yep.
Or I'm just getting old.
All right. Well,
Thanks,
love you
guys.
guys, and I will see you guys next week.
Goodbye.